Sure, I was
don't know
right.
how to count. I'm 5. I don't know how to count. I just learned. You think I just chalk inspiration at the wall? I don't know how to count.
It's called color tint. You don't. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue. Here today, playing some Pokemon. You may notice quite the different atmosphere right now in this in this game. There's quite the different You know, oh my God, you changed that too.
Oh Jesus.
You may notice quite the different atmosphere going on right now. My players are fantastic and amazing, and that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Especially because nobody's here, so you know there's not really anything to really say, and yeah. However, Emerald did do his job, so that's something. Everybody, clap for Emerald.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome to episode 31. It has
Isn't it
been
30?
we have technically now had 30 sessions in Sinnoh, including today's session, cuz the first session was on a boat outside of Sinnoh waters.
International waters, baby.
This is the 30th Sinnoh session. The 31st session of the game. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I don't know, the second session, did you guys land at Sinnoh? I think you guys landed at Sinnoh in the second session, or was it the first session?
It's the end of a session, I know, because
Definitely
we
second.
kind of crash landed at the docks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't really a crash land, but it was definitely a land. Probably. I don't know. We'll figure that out at some later time. What's going on, Nonamai? What's going on, Phoenix King? What's going on, Undersave? What's going on, Abominatus? How you guys doing? Gonna be doing some Pokemon today. Potentially, as I've said for the past couple of weeks, the last Sinnoh game.
I totally believe it.
Are we finally done? Have we finally completed the last Sinnoh game?
Can it end? This
It's like the
hell
last
known
one.
as Sinnoh.
Sinnoh is amazing, man. I love Sinnoh.
It's great.
But yes, this is potentially the final Sinnoh game. We are here with our newly gothed out crew, starting with Gothy Emerald Stag, otherwise known as Obsidian Stag.
Oh, ooh, that edgy. Okay, yeah.
Obsidian Stag, do you want to say anything?
We killed him. Continue.
I think he's dead.
All right, well, fuck off, Obsidian Stag.
He was so guff, he finally disappeared.
We have
Off space.
Fomalhack.
I am an elite hacker, and I learned how to hack Pokeballs to be darker.
We have Erip VA.
I didn't do anything, God. I think you just fucking
No, it's okay. I'll fix it for you, bam.
Oh God! You've converted me.
And we have twitch.tv/blackfrost.
The frost is black like my soul.
Otherwise known as twitch.tv/frozenfrost. But anyway. As you can see, all of the we have little Goth
Emerald is
Keanu
talking
here.
apparently.
Huh?
Emerald is talking apparently, and we can't hear him.
Oh. Well,
He's been banned from life.
I'm glad that I'm glad that something's going right today. I'm playing. We have Goth Keanu here with his lol what's a goth beside of him. We have We have little goth Evelyn with a little goth Skitty on her.
Yeah.
Get ready to dive.
We have goth Honedge being wielded by a fucking hacker fucking slasher villain, Evelyn, or not Evelyn, fucking April over here.
I like to think that like I'm aiming at April and she's like gonna deflect my bullet with her sword.
And we have
Time to die, liberal.
goth emo edgy fucking fucking Cocoon over here. just
Emerald.
being him. We'll give Emerald a little bit before we start things off to see if he's going to actually show up for game or not. God.
I'm gonna be late.
Until then, I'm gonna get myself a Go-Gurt. The most edgy and goth of all yogurts.
I'm gonna print a return label from my Stream Deck.
Oh yeah?
They just told me to return it to Amazon because they're gonna take 2 weeks. And
Mhm.
Amazon could send me a brand new one.
Yeah. Well, at least now you still do you still have all the programming and stuff you did?
I hope so.
Oh.
I think so.
So maybe
Make
you
it
could
that-
just copy it all over?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a profile. I'll plug it in and I'll copy it.
Mm-hmm. Guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? I don't know. Whose?
Jesus!
Sis.
Whose birthday is it tomorrow? What am I supposed to
pal
say? Jesus?
Jesus.
It's
That's
Murph.
from Jerusalem, Jesus.
That's what I always love doing that because like, by the way, congratulations, Andre Sabe, if it is your birthday tomorrow.
My birthday tomorrow.
But like, I always love doing that whenever someone says, whenever someone goes up to me like, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? It's like, I don't, should I know? I don't know.
A very, very merry on birthday to you. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy Tomorrow Day. So yeah, I'm having some eye problems still. I'm actually, I called my doctor, and I'm gonna be seeing them on Wednesday. But because of that, my boyos here decided to make everything darker for me.
Here you go. Here's the meme. There it is.
So everything is dark and edgy today. We even changed the background to be a little bit darker so that my eyes would be would not be affected by too much things. Also, let's just go ahead and do this really quick so that yeah, there we are. Perfect. Let's just go over here and do this and there we go. Perfect. All right, nice. Anywho.
Everything just got fucked up.
What do you mean you guys fucked up?
The fucking things on FOMO's table exploded.
What
And
they
it just sent
explode?
things flying.
What?
The spinning dice that were there exploded.
Why they explode? But wait, they weren't connected to what I just did, were they?
No, they were making noise, so I was
What's
trying to
Ducky
see if I could
doing
like,
over
move
here?
them away from things. I tried to see if I could move them away from things because they were crashing into them and making noise.
A bunch of things in the middle of the table exploded.
I know Keanu like flew over to the fucking table over here, the red one.
It's the fucking
Darude
astral
Sandstorm, are you
plane.
okay? Well, let's fucking find the
There's
things
your
that
piece.
are.
You see what it is in the thing? Emerald's having a day.
Oh,
He's gonna restart his computer.
Emerald, we believe in you. We can wait on you. It's fine.
I don't know
When you
where
once.
I don't know where the fuck your dice went, FOMO.
I can't believe you destroyed my infinite source of energy.
Shit.
This is the most tragic
I'm
day for
doomed
humanity.
here.
Yeah, you just sent us into the Fallout universe. We're fucked.
I didn't do shit.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Is everybody back? We're still missing Larvesta? I think. Larvesta went
Oh,
flying.
did he
as
go
well?
flying too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm trying to find him right now.
Oh, did he maybe fall down here? That's Helioptile.
Larvesta! Where'd you go?
Baby Jesus!
Baby
Where are you at?
pieces. Hello.
Larvae, you
Oh
are
no.
a
I've doomed us all.
Look at what you've done.
single white Alolan male looking for Larvesta.
Refuse to become God. And then
There he is.
Where was he?
He went this way for some reason when he exploded.
Oh.
Why did things explode whenever I made something not hidden?
No, that wasn't you. That was fucking. I think that was me.
Oh,
I
why
clicked on the spinning dice, and they just went flying. And I think at the same time other things also went flying.
How dare you? So you're the reason this happened.
That's what I've been saying. I've doomed us all.
So the reason I was doing that is because I wanted to show off something while Emerald isn't here. Not because he's not here, but because, we're waiting on him. So if you look really closely, we have some new tokens. We has a new Piplup token. We has a new Larvesta token. If we go over here, we has a new C-Dot token.
Yeah.
We has a new Dusty token.
Yeah.
He's far too big now. Let's make him a little tinier.
Tiny. Make him a teeny.
There we go.
Yeah.
We has a new Tressa token.
She's a super bunny.
A new Duke token.
Boof.
A new Litleo token.
baby.
A new Tropius token.
Big ol' soon.
Just want to get Tropius into the right ball. There we go.
She's too big to fit.
We has a new Biggie Smalls token.
He has no feet.
We has a new Maryland token, which is cute.
The cutest.
We has a new Patchy token.
Yay. He's big ol' baby.
Anything else?
I don't? No. I don't think so.
Yeah, we have a new
Crippling
Durant
debt.
token.
Oh, yeah.
We have a new Weasel token. And even though he'll never show up again, we have a new Vegeta token.
We'll never see him again. Hi.
It's great. Vegeta's just never coming back. How come we don't have Vegeta on here? He's totally the emost of us all.
He must surpass Kakarot.
My son says all.
Kakarot's just this like fucking buff ass Pidgey or Spearow or something.
But now my table is completely goth.
Yes, thank you.
Except for the Game Boy Color.
I cannot change its color. That's
You
this
can't
time.
remove
It
the
is-
color from the Game Boy Color.
No, the color is too strong.
It refuses.
Powerful console, Mr. Miyamoto won't let me.
Can't believe Emerald's fucking dead.
Yeah, Emerald died. Sorry, guys.
We'll wait a little bit longer because I am wanting to start off with that group.
The role of Varric will be played by phone.
Look, we have.
So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to get myself another Go-Gurt. because I have came into a profit of many Go-Gurts in my little fridge, so I'm glad that is a thing that I have. But yeah, there's a shit ton of updates to all the tokens and stuff. Okay, and then Setzer Iceheart has decided he wants to be the stream boss today. May forever he reign. Gave $120. So Larvesta hasn't been prestiged, so that boy needs to get strong for the Eterna City gym leader to earn under to learn under Keanu's teachings about loving your Pokemon and being perfectly adorable. As all things should be. So, all right, Larvesta just got 2 prestiges. Nice. Let's throw some stuff over there while we're waiting on the Emerald boy. Since you actually have a thing for Larvesta. There we are. Oh god, Maryland's even fucking brighter now. Got 6 of these you can put wherever you want. So let me go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know the deal when it comes to those.
Hello, it's Emerald.
This is
Okay,
also
is it
going to
working?
mean
We can hear you.
this is also going to mean
Yay!
that he is going to get a new ability and move.
Oh, fucking hell. I wanted to make absolutely sure that it was working. And then I got called out to go help with something, but don't worry about it. I'm here now, that's all that matters. Hooray.
I thought you were dead.
heard.
Yeah, we
how
already
long have
handed
I
off
been
Varric to
silent
Fomo.
for?
People told me that you were dead, man. I put together this lovely tribute.
That I just put together just now and didn't have prepared. Shut up.
Fucking hell. I have no idea what happened. Like, how long have I been quiet for? Like,
Listen to the gym.
Joker.
I
before
don't know,
the
man. You were
stream
being
started,
quiet.
after the stream started, like...
I don't know.
It was before. I
It's
was
just a
like right. I think like during the stream.
Like, I could be heard earlier in the stream. Like, you could hear me, like, thanking you for my congratulations and all.
Mm-hmm.
You did. So that's weird. I have no idea what could have happened. Like, I fiddled with literally everything, and only restarting it fixed it.
Yeah. But no, Setzer, I mentioned this before game to Aaron, but there still isn't a Piplup sheet. The past week I've been not very in the greatest mindsets to do creative stuff. But it's also the fact of I have to create something entirely new for Piplup, and I barely know anything about Piplup right now. And it's also a thing of I still think that Keanu would not know everything about Piplup right now going into the game. So giving him the sheet for Piplup right now, like in between like him just knowing Piplup's existence and then going into a contest with it, still doesn't seem entirely like the most logical of things. But yeah. I will be sure to get Piplup's sheet to him after the contest, and as soon as everything's done with that. Right after that, we got Eclipse KT has decided today that he would like to be the stream boss. Actually, as he gives $240.
Oh, hey! Shit!
He says, "I've been too nice to the players lately. Prestige the team break admins, please."
Oh.
So that is four prestiges. Let's figure out which team break admins that needs to go to. Would you like to be nice about it, Eclipse, or would you like to be not nice about it?
Move it around to everyone like a good little communist, to just pump it into someone and make them the worst thing ever existed.
Because I mean, if you don't want to be nice about it, I already know where one of those is going.
What the fuck, man?
But that's up to you, my friend.
Did you guys know?
But Papa
that the
Chungus-
original Nier
But
is
Papa
more
Chungus
expensive
might
than
need
Automata?
a +1 is all I'm saying.
Papa Chungus. If you wanted to buy Nier, Gestalt, or Replicant on Amazon, it would cost you more than if you wanted to buy the new game.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at it right now. Nier for the Xbox, $59.73. Nier Automata for the PS4, $43.94.
So Eclipse is right now I'm saying Papa Chungus might need one. Waterman, Sherry's dad, Ride On Lady, and Cat Kicker. Okay. One of those
Cat
hasn't
Kicker.
shown up yet, so that's interesting. But
Who is Cat Kicker?
The one that it kicked Leo?
Oh, that one.
Papa Chungus gets a +1. Let's see here. Oh, they're not in there. They're in this. Adler's gonna get a +1.
So basically what this means that we're just fucked. So
Harriet's gonna get a +1. And Sherry's dad's gonna get a +1, which is interesting, because Sherry's dad hasn't shown up yet. I think these are very good. I think these are very good members of Team Break to give +1s to, by the way, especially Adler and Chungus.
Aaron, fucking
There we go.
this nerd chilling with my cuties.
I just put all my Pokemon plushies together and I have a Pikachu. It's the only one I don't have. So who are you? My cuties.
But yes, there will be a Piplup sheet probably next game. There will be potentially a complete change in a bunch of the things in the game next game, depending on what happens this game. There will be a couple of interesting unique locations and maybe some neat training opportunities potentially next game. But right now, we should focus on this game. My dudes. I just have one question and one question only. Keanu, what happened last game?
Okay, so, like, we all walked around and did a whole bunch of stuff. And that's it.
he's not wrong. That is the basic summary of what happened.
I remember doing a whole bunch of nothing, and then I was all like, bruh, and everyone was like, bruh, and I was like, bruh. And then I stayed at the Pokemon Center for a while, everyone left, and then they came back because they weren't sure if I was actually going to get to the contest on time. But hello, I'm a professional. Anyways, I was looking around for like stuff to do to kill time before the contest, and I saw a cute girl with a spooky bat, and so I kind of sat around, but I didn't want to get close because the bat was spooky. Then I got all nappy, and so did Piplup. So we kind of snapped out of it, and we went and had a sandwich, and we felt better. And then we went to the contest, and I met everyone there, and they were happy I was there, I guess. I couldn't really talk because I had to go to the back, and I went to the back, and then I met Haley, and she was all like, "What's up, Rod?" I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Come in the back with me," and I'm like, "What to do?" And she's like, "I was going to kidnap you." I'm like, "Bruh, that's cool. You still want to kidnap us?" And she's like, "No. Can you save my buddy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that. Hold my Piplup." And she's holding Ducky. I also talked to everyone else. There was Thanos. He's loud.
I love how his name's fucking Thanos.
Obama's back again, and he's gonna do just fine. This girl, she's really sweet, and she seems like it's her first time, even though everyone here has at least won one ribbon, so it shouldn't be her first time. But I'm not gonna worry about that too much. And And then she was all like, "We're gonna beat your Vulpix." And I'm like, "Vulpix is in her Pokeball right now, and she's having an existential crisis." And he's just gonna do his best, and I respect that, man. And this guy over here is just like marvelous. And that's oh, and I also talked to OJ. We had a high five. That's it. That's everything I remember.
Okay. Give me a second.
Who was it?
So Setzer Iceheart has decided that he in fact wants to be the stream boss.
Oh no.
Robert Mickey Rain.
The war begins.
And donated another $240.
Holy fuck.
Saying, let the players choose one of their Pokemon to prestige each. Hee hee hee.
Oh God.
Oh!
You just
All
have
right.
like people who watch the Summoners Network who like are just deep in with the mob or something.
Everyone here has like
I
a
would
soul
not
pack
believe it.
or like
Listen
maybe for
here,
the mafia.
I'm gonna give you some cement shoes, but only after this episode of Pokemon Breakthrough. Excuse me, I gotta go be the stream boss. Long may I reign. Fuck you.
So
This
first,
means that I can.
Larvesta's getting prestige twice. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Nothing,
I can.
bitch.
so first off, who's it gonna be over here for Emerald?
I don't know because I get the choice of making one of my Pokemon the next level. Finally. Fuck. I don't know who to pick.
Oh,
I would pick Vegeta
No.
since he's obviously coming back.
I don't want to pick Vegeta. I want to give something to one of my other Pokemon.
pick
They
one
don't all
that
just have
likes me.
one new ability. Fuck.
Is it gonna be the Button? Is it gonna be the Borf, the Weasel, or is it gonna be the clickety clack, the Heavy Monster, or is it the baby?
The baby did get prestige.
He might explode and become a not baby.
So
The baby is right now.
also-
I believe the baby is right now +1.
There's nothing
Yes,
that
the
stops
baby is
babies from
+1.
turning into adults like explosion.
What was the +2 one? That they, what's the +2 thing?
The +2 one you have is. Do you have a
What do
+2
they
one?
get? I don't have a +2 one. I'm asking what do they get?
Ah, +2. You get a move.
Ooh. Ooh. Shit.
I mean, do you want your baby to have a new move that it may be able to use?
Learns Mimic.
Oh, I would love to give it to the baby, but I
Why-
need to
you would
somebody.
okay? You would love to give it to the baby.
I would love to, but I can't.
Why? You can.
Because
It's very much in your power.
it's very much in my power, but like he's a baby, he can't actually use it yet. He can't
How
use
many
it
babies
yet.
do we have? We have one. 3 babies altogether.
Setzer saying Barry almost died for you in gunshot wounds.
Yeah, that is true. Barry almost fucking died. Duke almost fucking died. But Duke certainly got the gym leader protector. I don't think I need to give him the +2 bonus yet. So
Yeah, because if you gave him the +2 bonus, we'd have to get rid of a move.
Give it to the
yeah.
Pokemon that'll totally come back.
I could give it to.
If you actually, here's the thing too. If you give it to Durant, he'll be level 1 with everybody else then.
Yeah, that is true.
Or if you give it to Vegeta.
I could give it to Vegeta, who may or may not come fucking
Pop them
back.
all in individual. I've returned, Father. I actually love you.
I wish that were the case. I could give it to Tressa, cause I could. Oh wait, she doesn't even have a 4th move.
Cause Bunny.
Cause Bunny, she could get something cool. Who knows? Maybe her experiment thing could give her a cool move. I don't fucking know. You know what?
You know what
I'm
the
gonna
experiment
give
does
it-
now?
Yeah, I know what the experiment does. Yeah. I'm
He'll
gonna give
learn
it to. I'm gonna give it to Barry.
Okay. Where are you gonna put the stats?
Bam. Bam. And bam.
What a fast girl.
Yeah, she needs to be the fastest.
Those are some interesting stats. It will your Buizel will now survive if you find Mewtwo again, and it does the whole destroy everybody with 50 or less HP thing. So that's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
I like that Larvesta will somehow make it through that. The baby's like, I'll fight you. Bring
I'll
it.
fucking fight you. You want to go?
Actually, you know what? Both of my babies will survive.
I'm gonna
compared
roll
to
really quick for
Marilyn.
I'm gonna roll really quick for the move. Because if it's a low low roll, I know exactly what the move's going to be. If it's a high roll, then I'll put more thought into it later.
Marilyn and
It's a
Venus
middle
are
roll. Fucking great. All
flying
right.
through a wall. And Cyril and Larvesta's crying. Looking at them, but they don't get moved.
Technically, it is higher than 10.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't go to the high. I have a thing on here for like basically 5 different sections on the D20 for like moves I can get. You have gotten a move that it cannot learn naturally, so I will give it something that it cannot learn naturally.
Ooh.
Which means it's either a move tutor move, an egg move, or a TM that it can still learn.
Ooh.
But I will give that to it later whenever I think about it. Okay. What about you? What about you, April? Who's getting the treatment over here? April?
Oh no.
FOMO?
Is she the dead?
Hold on.
Is she having problems?
Family stuff.
Oh, okay.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, what about you over here, Irk?
I'm gonna give it to Senior Angry Nut.
Senor Angry Nut?
Yeah.
Well,
He's a
okay.
colonel. Thank you very much.
Where are the
outranks
stats
all of
going for
you.
Colonel?
You got a field promotion.
Where are the stats going for Colonel? I mean, I will tell you this: if I were to choose, since he has the move Bide,
What is that? What is that?
if I were to choose stats to put it in, I would say HP.
Does that what does that do?
You take attacks for 2 rounds, and then you
Oh.
attack and do double the damage you've received back.
Yeah, that's
Colonel is very squishy boy right now.
he's a super squishy boy. That's a good question. I could put it into a bunch of different things. What was the lowest you said you could get your individuality
7.
by points? 7. I have just enough to make that happen.
You do.
You just pick him up and throw him until he does what you say. With your large, useful, skitty hands.
my long, useful, skinny hands. I'll put 1 in this. I'll put 1 in this to detract.
Alright, so 1 in special, 1 in individuality.
Yeah.
I will say this, for his ability, he will be getting Early Bird.
What is that?
Early Bird makes it to where sleep conditions are last for half as long. It's going to also have a different ability attached to it because of RP reasons. But that is the ability that I already knew he was going to get whenever he went up by 1.
Okay.
Just letting you know what it would be. Keanu.
I'm trying to think of where everyone's at. My heart's saying VV or Biggie Smalls.
But is your heart right?
Always, bro. Let's do VV.
You're going to put in Vivi?
Yeah.
I believe this is 3 for Vivi.
I believe it.
I believe it is 3 for Vivi because he still doesn't have his third ability. So I think this is number 3 because I think he just got takedown with his last one. So where do you want to put it?
Let's make defense the same as special defense.
Defense, special attack, and speed?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And for Vivi's third thing, let's go ahead and roll that D. I believe it is a D8. Roll it. Okay. We will
This
just
is like a mouse.
I will probably have 2 very different sheets for you next time, Piplup and Vivi.
Hooray!
Whenever FOMO gets back, we'll have her choose which one that she's going to be updating. With that being said, though, thank you very much, Setzer. Thank you very much, Eclipse. Thank you very much, guys, for your generous donations today. All right, I think it's time to end off the stream as I'm gonna accept the fact that Eclipse KT has decided that he wants to be stream boss today.
Oh,
Hooray!
And
Long
it's
may it
done.
rain.
And it's done a $240 donation.
oh my God! Is this just what all stream is going to be all day today?
Okay, right. I'm
You know-
back. What's up?
I think that we should like have another game in.
Why are you crying? Are you finally become God? What's going on?
To Ulysses,
A
Chemo,
third 240
Sherry, and
donation.
so to Ulysses, Chemo, Sherry, and Dakota.
The flower shop kid.
The
gets
flower
his
shop
plus
kid
one.
gets +1.
he doesn't get prestige.
Hold on. What did I miss?
Everyone got prestige, so you have 3 that you can put on any one of your Pokemans.
This is Chemo's
fuck?
third, so
Which one do you want to
she is +3 right now. I believe this is Ulysses' first. So let's do this.
Listen, I need Bidoof to become God.
Sherry and Dakota.
So, if
Sherry,
you could
this
go
is
ahead and
Sherry's second, I believe, so she is +2 right now.
Thanks.
And this is Dakota's first. We'll give that to him whenever I find this fucking thing, because I think I've thrown it somewhere at this point. But Eclipse KT just wanted to be stream boss, so.
Your defense.
So what do you guys think? I'm thinking a VR,
Do
setup.
it.
What do you? I'm kidding.
I mean,
VR fucking
got the
Pokemon
money for
breakthrough
it.
setup.
So, by the way,
Where-
you got a prestige that you can put on any of your Pokemon right now. Are you putting it on Bidoof?
You could
Oh,
you
the
could
fence.
DM this game in VR.
Are you gonna put it on Milkshake? All in defense.
All in defense?
Raises his defense from a 4 to a 7.
He's a hardy boy.
I put my Bidoof in defense.
And this will
mode.
be the third thing for Milkshake too. So let me get that D8 for you to roll.
Nice.
Extended
Time to
pause
roll.
and
Here you
Bidoof
go. Roll
brain is
that
like,
D8. We'll see
"Oh,
what special he
don't
gets
get
for his
hit."
third up.
That's a free.
1, 2, 3.
congratulations.
Do
on
you
being the new
want?
stream
Do you
boss.
okay? Do you want to re-roll or do you want Milkshake to become shiny? I'll give you that choice because you're the one that has to draw it at that point.
It would just be a reskin for me. But I also don't want to, like... I mean, fuck. This is... he has to stay this color, otherwise he's not Milkshake. I'll
Okay.
reroll.
I like giving people the choice when it comes to the shiny one.
You have no choice.
Ooh.
7.
Okay.
Why do you sound with this voice?
Because that might move this thing to to Hone Edge's, where Hone Edge's special thing was +5. That might move this to +5. Because that is going to be something on the same level as Hone Edge's third ability.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ.
We may end up holding that off because that is...
Battle Bond Bidoof.
No, it's not going to be Battle Bond. It won't be Battle Bond, but it will be something
I am going
it will be
to
something on
wield
that
a
level.
milkshake.
So I will start thinking about it now, but I probably will wait until he's +5 to actually implement it.
Going to wield the Bidoof.
Just like I did with Hone Edge. Whenever it was Hone Edge's turn, I did the same thing. I might actually do that with Bidoof with this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
So, like, Bidoof's gonna be able to wield
2
Hone
minutes
Edge,
from now,
right?
someone's gonna proceed to defy.
I'll just write right here. I owe you one sword.
Let me write all these things down really quick, because holy shit, we
No,
haven't
I
even
got
fucking
it.
started game.
Says I owe you one sword.
His
Congratulations,
teeth
Clip.
grow into like a sword, and you just swing him around.
He was a saber-toothed Bidoof.
I'm just imagining him just wielding Hone Edge now. And getting the buff from the Battle Bond.
Yeah, video of
At
the
the
hamster
same
playing
time.
with a bottle.
What Bidoof just gains, he's now able to wield Hone Edge.
Yeah, that, but with a sword.
He becomes the wolf from Dark Souls. What was its name again, Aaron?
Sif?
Yes. Bidoof becomes Sith with Hone Edge. It'll be great.
That's still the hardest boss I've ever had to kill. Not in difficulty, just emotionally. Actually, that's not true. I know one that was hard, but it was up there, man.
All right, I made sure to write down all the things that I can't do right now on my notes, so I'll get those done in between games by the time we actually get to those.
Don't ask him that. Don't ask
do-
him that.
So no, Setzer, I'm not telling you. All right, do the math yourself. I'm not doing it. I love how like Setzer just asked. So wait, how much more to prestige Bidoof to +5 blue? And then Eclipse right after said, "Don't stab me again, Setzer, please."
And he just answers him anyway.
Guys, calm down. I know it's the beginning of the month, and you guys are amazingly generous. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have to start game though, so.
Yeah, the game has to happen at some point.
So, with that being said, as everything is getting started at the contest, all of the contest judges are going back into the back to prep the people back there, except for one who's busy doing her fucking job, even though it's not supposed to be her job today. Guys who are up at the stands. As you guys are kind of getting ready here, you guys have your Pokemon in their own seats. You guys have your own seats. There's a Mesprit in a bag in its own seat.
I am next to that bag in the seat.
As am
go.
I.
There we go. Perfect.
Bidoof
right
and
there.
Litleo are sharing a seat.
They are enjoying.
I imagine
Company.
Litleo's sitting on top of Bidoof, who's just asleep.
I see.
Or
Huge
is
unit.
he?
He's a huge unit.
As you guys are sitting there, is there anything you guys would like to do as the contest is getting is beginning to start, or as anything is going on? Would you guys like to attempt to bring out any other Pokemon? Do you guys want to attempt to go through the crowd? Do you want to attempt to sabotage the fucking ring? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know
I
how
don't
we're
know,
gonna do
I'm
that
off
from
now.
here, but
You have a Mesprit. Mesprit, make everybody depressed.
Create depression, Mesprit. We need it.
Evelyn is going to be keeping an
Keeping a what now?
eye on Theramis.
You're gonna be doing what now?
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Sexy Juice Lady.
Okay. Gotcha. Anybody else?
And hold on, I have 2 brain cells, and they're too busy putting this. Oh, there she is.
Hold on, I have 2 brain cells.
No, let's just watch this
Don't do
happen.
anything.
Let's just zoom into this real quick.
There you go. It's been accomplished.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's bad.
Here's what you look at me.
I don't mean to distract everything
alright.
further, but the spinning dice are gone.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that happened while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
That was my fault.
How dare.
I don't know, Varric. I have nothing in my mind.
What about you, Evelyn? Oh, I know you said you were gonna keep an eye on. What about you, Varric?
Well, I'm just gonna be on the lookout for a Crobat, I guess.
Okay. You guys are gonna sit there and wait for the thing to start. Keanu. As you were back here with all of the contestants, eventually Mr. D. Warren came in. You guys got explained that everything's going to start as soon as Officer Jenny gets back from whatever she's doing. Eventually, as you guys are back here, Officer Jenny does in fact make her presence known. She's like, "I'm back, everybody. Sorry, I had to make sure the whole perimeter was taken care of. Nobody was getting in without tickets, all that good stuff." And it's just like, you didn't have to do that, though. It wasn't your job. It's always my job. I'm always on duty.
Justice never rests.
Justice. Crime never rests, and neither do I.
I have not seen the light of day for the last 75 years.
Mr. Warren just looks at her, looks at everybody else. All right, so everybody knows what will be happening. I believe you've all been to contests before. The first round will be the individual round. You will be able to show us your moves and try to get the most benefit out of them. Wherever the second round will be the performance round, where you will all be doing your own thing simultaneously, trying to vie for the attention of the audience as well as us, the judges. So be sure to show put your best foot forward, and whether the rules have changed or been reversed, I believe each of you will know what to do. You're all very much veterans in your own fields with this. As you just go,
I'm sure she'll do fine.
But with that being said, Miss J, you're holding a Pokemon. It's like, she looks at the Piplup. She looks at him. Yeah, this is mine. I'm kidding. She hands it up to Kalia.
Thank you. I mean, Larvesta probably could have done real good, but I promised Ducky that she could totally destroy this one.
Speaking of which, she reaches over and grabs Larvesta. You can only have one Pokemon with you during the contest, Keanu.
Okay, you can hold on to him.
Are you sure?
Totally.
I was just playing around, but alright.
He likes fluffy pets.
Oh, who's a tough little boy.
Oh, he is. He's awesome.
Pet. As the three of them begin to make their way out, they say they will call each of you out to introduce yourselves, to show off your moves, and then after you guys show off your moves, the performance round will begin.
Show me your moves.
Haley J, I keep saying Dr. Warren because there's a D right before it. Haley J, Mr. D. Warren, and the coordinator Haley. I said Haley J twice. Fucking Officer Jenny, Haley J, and Mr. D. Warren all make their way out to the crowd. As the crowd is prepped up just like it was in the time before, with the announcer coming out to do. The announcer for this one actually is different than the announcer for the last one, though. Where are you? Thanos last. No.
Is she
The
Thanos'
sister to
sister?
Thanos.
Nepotism runs fervent in these
There we go.
contests.
Bing. As you guys see a cool looking dude come out from the back as he brings a microphone up to his mouth and he goes, "Hey everybody! I know Canalive City has been waiting for this contest for several days now, but I hope you're all ready for the contest." Cool looking dude. You guys just fucking named him cool looking Arby's waifu. It is I, Arby's waifu, here to bring up the noise. Everybody's like, yeah, Arby's waifu, yeah. We love Arby's waifu.
We love you, Arby's waifu.
April, you know that Arby's waifu is actually a bit of a local celebrity in Canalive City.
God, I love Arby's wife.
Wow. This is my first time to a contest and it's lame.
I just hold Barrick's arm like, look, it's Arby's waifu.
Ow!
There we go.
Don't make those noises. Do you not know
Arby's
who
waifu?
is?
No,
Arby waifu. Okay, cool.
No, I'm
Arby's
from
waifu.
Kalos. I've never paid attention to contests.
As Arby's waifu
Young cultured slut.
goes forward, he stands off into the front of the judges. As he introduces each of the judges, we have owner of Jubilife City television station, Mr. D. Warren. Everybody's like, yeah. We have master coordinator from Sinnoh herself, fresh back from her journey, Miss Haley J. Yeah. And a Larvesta for some reason. People get more. There's more cheers when she holds up the Larvesta, like yeah. It's around that time that she holds up the Larvesta that I would like for Varric, Evelyn, and April to roll me for their perceptions, please.
Ooh.
Ooh, them to use my goth eyes.
Time to use my goth eyes.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Nat 20.
Oh hell.
I don't
Goth
trust myself.
eyes.
Alright. Let's see here. First roll. That's 10. Second roll. Okay, so 10 plus my perception, which is 16.
Each of you were able to make it. Do-do-do-do. I set them aside. Where are they at? There they are. Do-do-do. Voop. Voop. You guys notice in the crowd as the Larvesta is lifted up, out of everybody, you guys hear a noise, and you see Lanoa, the usually very quiet gym leader, see the Larvesta and actually cheer out for a bit before stopping and sitting back down.
Before like adjusting her jacket, pretending like nothing happened.
She just like coughs and just sits there and looks forward.
Okay, they're over there.
Mm-hmm. You guys didn't look around, so you didn't find them.
They were there.
And then, finally, Arby's waifu goes, and our very own Officer Jenny of Canalive City! As everybody goes, yeah, woo, yeah!
Clap, 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 clap.
As each of the judges seem to turn around and wave to the crowds and then sit back down, the Arby's waifu goes back to the center and he goes, all right, now time to introduce each of our contestants here, one at a time. But we'll probably skip over most of them just because they don't actually make sense to go over them yet again in the meta. So, and he goes, people, and then Keanu is one of the ones that comes out later.
Me.
As he goes, fresh from Alola, we have the recent winner of the Jubilee City contest, Keanu, and his Pokemon, Ducky.
Claps. Pause.
Also, I noticed that my door was open, and I don't need it to be open when I'm screaming!
I've been there, Arby. I've been there.
I'm back. So he does introduce each of the people in the contest. He brings out my student loans and Mountain Dew. I really, you know what? I actually do want to scream their names out. My student loans and her Pokemon, Mountain Dew.
I feel so bad for that girl. I feel so bad that her parents are awful.
We have Smith of Dig Obama and his Pokemon, Obama Jr.
Hey, it's them. Blue.
Yeah.
Since these two are now out, could I do a bit of a perception on their Pokemon to see how they're looking?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just... Because, you know... I'm putting in an inspiration because I don't... And I didn't even need it, but you know what? Let's see if I nat 20. Okay, it was almost. A nat 20.
You look over at Smith of Dig Obama and My Student Loans as you notice that both Obama Jr. and Mountain Dew seem to be a lot more sluggish than you would expect contest Pokemon to be. They don't seem to really be doing amazingly well as far as keeping themselves like pristine and walking with like a strut in their step. You as a breeder of Furfros know that they are not strutting their stuff as well as they could.
That's weird.
We have coming at us from Twin Leaf Town, Thanos Bastard Son! And his Pokemon, Darude Sandstorm!
And then you hear.
The moment I saw the guitar, my body immediately convulsed in a cringe.
That poor Luxio.
No, it looks like it's having a good time.
Coming at us from Eterna City, Mr. Humongous, owner of Mungus Corp, and his Pokemon, Todd Coward. What? And his Pokemon, Todd Coward. Again, they any perception on them, they just kind of walk out and don't really strut either. But you know, that's just how they do.
Do your best.
And finally, we have a I swear to God, I can speak. We have a last-minute entry. We have a nice young lady who has a single ribbon to her name, Miss Fuma, with her Pokemon, Jeff from Real Estate.
Oh, hey, she is in the contest.
As she comes out, she's spreading her arms really quick. She sees where she's supposed to be heading, and then she goes, "Excuse me, boop," and seems to go on the opposite side of where Keanu is. As Arby's wife was like, "Oh, there was a place right there. Everybody scooch together a bit. Everybody scooch together." As this is brought up, he motions to each of the Pokemon in turn. Motions to the crowd. We'll start off with the individual rounds. We'll start off with motions over to Humongous. Mr. Mungus! Everybody else, please vacate the stage. One more round of applause for as you guys all step off the stage, Mr. Mungus steps forward. He looks at Todd, and he just gives a nod and steps away as Todd begins to float around in the stage, dancing around, doing its thing. Seems to be mostly focused on impressing Mr. D. Warren, to be honest. Seems to be kind of like mostly hovering around the middle of the stage from doing this. And as this is being shown, oh my God, Hugh.
Marvelous.
Mr. Mungus with another fantastic individual round! As the judges all lift up a perfect 10 from Mr. D. Warren. As both Haley J and Officer Jenny give very moderate scores as well. Hugh walks over, it's like, you did good. Just picks up Hop-Ip and goes back.
Coward, you're no longer a coward. You're my hero.
Next, we have My Student Loans going forward with Mountain Dew, as they will have, unfortunately, disadvantage on this roll.
Oh no. The poor sluggish boy.
Are you saying Mountain Dew can't be beautiful?
No,
Are
I'm
you
saying Mountain Dew is
that-
tired right now. As Mountain Dew goes out, I'm gonna actually roll for My Student Loans to see if she at least found the right judge to try to do stuff with here. Nope.
No.
Oh.
You know what worked last time for Hop-Ip? Staying directly in front of Mr. Warren D. You know, the most experienced judge on the place who would probably instantly know when a Pokemon isn't into their performance.
Mm-hmm.
As he just puts up a 2.
Oh.
Oh, unfortunately, it looks like Mountain Dew's a little tired today. Well, maybe it's a bit of stage fright, everybody. But it's all right. Both Haley J and Officer Jenny give off like a little bit of like lower scores as well. My Student Loans goes over to Mountain Dew like, "Are you okay, buddy?" Like she starts like petting on him and stuff. Goes back.
That's not good.
Next, Thanos Bastard Son and Darude Sandstorm. As they go forward, you see Piplup instantly like trying to boo them. Like yammering and trying to boo at them, Keanu. As Luxio starts moving around the stage, jumping around, doing their thing. They actually have quite a few badges. He's gonna be rolling this with a pretty decent plus onto his thing. Not only that, I'm gonna assume that he has been in the Sinnoh conferences long enough to know not to try to go after Mr. D. Warren, and is instead going after Haley J with his Darude Sandstorm. So going after the correct judge as well is going to give him a bonus. He is the one with the most ribbons out of everybody here, so he would know these things. Oh!
That is a great roll. Holy shit.
As he starts just playing his guitar, and as he's doing it, Darude Sandstorm is sending out a bunch of static electricity and a bunch of like voltage all around him, being very controlled voltages, almost seeming to attack at Arby's waifu, but stopping right before hitting him. Every single time that a chord is struck on the guitar, Darude Sandstorm sends out these shock waves of electricity and is bouncing them all over the place, as it seems to be extremely well. Haley J gives him perfect 10. Officer Jenny also rolls really high on it. Mr. D. Warren gives him moderate scores. However, it seems like they are right now the favorites to beat. Right after that, we have Smith of Dig Obama and Obama Jr. Smith of Dig Obama is actually from Canalive City, so he would know to go after Officer Jenny with this thing right here. He would know what Officer Jenny would like, and he is definitely trying to impress the judge that is going to be the most advantageous for him. So he's going to get a plus onto this. Unfortunately, he is also rolling with disadvantage. Oh no.
Oh no.
Double sevens. Unfortunately, as he's doing his digging and throwing himself around, throwing rocks and trying to act as tough as he possibly can, it's definitely working for Officer Jenny, but the other two are not impressed at all. He also seems a lot more sluggish than you would expect a Diglett to be. Next, we have Keanu and his Pokemon Ducky.
Okay, but just like we practiced, all right?
Yes, my baby.
Going into this, you remember you might not remember how to do this, but you know that you can use several moves. You have 3 different rounds, quote unquote, of moves you can do. You can try to combine your moves together to perform some sort of act as you're doing this, and you have to figure out which judge you're trying to impress with this.
Mm-hmm.
As you are looking through, do you want to take a stab at trying to guess which of these judges you might feel like is the best to perform to?
I want to try and get a beat on what OJ likes, because Keanu would know that Haley likes cool and that Warren was all about beautiful stuff.
Okay. As you're looking over at OJ, please give me a perception roll. Okay.
15 plus so 22.
You know exactly what's going on here. You watch Smith of Dig Obama go over there and start like trying to have Obama Jr. like lift rocks and break things and stuff like that. It seems that Officer Jenny is all about the tough Pokemon and the tough moves.
Alrighty. Standing back in full view of everybody, I want Piplup to start off with Endure for an uncomfortable length of time. Like, just until it feels like, are they going to do anything?
So are you just not trying to go for any judge in particular right now?
Currently with that one's just, no, that's letting everyone get attention on Piplup is why she's going to start with that.
Piplup is going for an Endure. Piplup stands firm and starts just going grunting and like showing its immovability and trying its best to seem tough in front of everybody. As it does this, let's have Piplup roll for Piplup's defense, which is going to be pretty okay. I need you to roll me for I think Piplup's defense is a 5. Let me check really quick.
Just going to go ahead and pull one of these here.
I'm gonna make sure really quick before I make
Only
a mistake
one?
with that.
Only one.
Ah.
I shall not shatter the universe. There's time.
Yes, Piplup's defense is a 5. So roll me for a
Alright.
5, please.
Rolling with 1 Pipspiration.
Okay.
This
Okay.
one's a 16. 16.
Sure you don't want to go with that 9? I'm kidding. As Piplup is standing there, showing itself like to be tough and like try to be immovable, Mr. D. Warren doesn't really understand what's going on. He's looking to the other two. However, both Haley and Officer Jenny seem into it. As like, oh, so cool! And it's like, ah, look at that tough little guy. What you gonna do now?
For the second round of moves, I would like to combine 2 moves.
All right.
If I could, because I could be wrong, but Waterfall is like a rush move, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want Piplup to Waterfall towards the judges. I'd probably target Haley with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the Waterfall, turn around and Bubble Beam across the full panel.
Okay. This will be your last 2 moves that you're going to be doing.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure you understand that. So you're wanting to have it waterfall up toward Haley and then bubble beam across the area and try to like stick a landing.
Mhm.
Do you want her to do anything while she's doing that? Do you want to have came up with some sort of strategy while things are going on? Like, do you want her to like spin while they're doing it? Do you want her to like kind of like do any sort of like flips or like anything like that while she's doing it?
She'd want to focus specifically on getting the bubbles at like a higher level. So she wants them to kind of float. She already makes them kind of last a little bit longer, just based on that she's a show Pokemon. But yeah, it'd be a bit of an aerial stunt.
Okay.
Kind of as she spins around.
So first things first, as she rushes over toward Haley J, I need you to roll me for an attack from Piplup here. Piplup has a 5 for attack.
There. And so I'm just gonna put that there.
Okay. That's pretty good.
All right. And then the next one.
As she goes up with the waterfall, she seems to expertly rush forward and rush up into the air with the waterfall. Haley J's watching and clapping as she's doing it. As she's going up, seems to go right up to Haley J. Haley J does not flinch as it does this. It seems like she's very used to, again, showy type of moves like this. As Ducky stops the waterfall halfway through that and begins to like suck in a lot of air for the bubble beam that she's about to unleash. Roll me for special attack, which is a 6 for Piplup.
Right there. There. All right, first one, 17.
Oh,
17.
Okay. And the final roll that needs to happen, as she bubble beams across the area, she seems to be doing this, leaving the bubbles like lingering in the air as she's doing this. She starts like spinning through and like trying her best to like make a pattern or like make a flip through the area. I need her to roll me for her speed, which unfortunately is her lowest stat at a 4.
First one.
Oh snap! What's it gonna be? Where's it gonna stop? Nobody knows.
14 for the first one. That was sick. 14.
She makes the bubble beam go through. However, she does not stick a bunch of the flips and like curves that you guys have practiced, unfortunately, in doing this. However, she is able to make the bubble beam work with what she was doing, and she lands a little bit roughly at the end. But all 3 of the moves seem to have done amazingly, as all the judges are clapping and being very very happy with what just happened. There was even a beauty move right there for Mr. D at the end as he's looking at the bubbles. He seems impressed by them, but then like as they're lingering, he seems more and more impressed as he's like, oh, they're lingering, they're staying in the air. This is obviously something this Piplup has put a lot of work and effort into doing. He is very much impressed. You don't get a perfect 10 from him though. He does give you a high mark of around like 7-ish. Officer Jenny actually gives you a little bit of the lowest grade of all of them with a 5, but Haley J gives you a perfect 10.
Oh yeah.
As you go through, as of right now, it seems like you and Thanos Bastardson seem to be the highest grossing of them right now.
All right.
And finally, all right, everybody, let's give it up for our final contestant, Miss Fuma, and with her Crobat, Jeff from the real estate. God dang it. It is at this point that that you notice, Evelyn, that God dang it, Pheromone. What the fuck?
Oh, Pheromone.
Pheromone looks forward, watching as the things are going on. She seems to be on the edge of her seat, watching forward with a smile across her face.
Did she have any reaction to when Shellos and Diglett did poorly?
Unfortunately, did not.
Okay.
As Crobat comes out from the area, Fuma goes forward. As she does, Crobat begins flying all over the area. Seems to be flying up into the air. Keanu, are you watching any of this? Keanu?
Aaron.
Keanu has died to the
Keanu,
tower.
are you watching any of this? Any of Crobat's?
It's not close to me, so I can watch. If it gets near me, then I will proceed to sit down and shut my eyes.
Crobat appears to be flying all over the arena. As Crobat is flying all over the arena, I will have to roll really quickly for the judges to notice something. First is Haley J. Oof. Next is Mr. D. Warren.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Then
Come on,
is Officer Jenny.
Officer Jenny, please.
Oof.
No.
Big oof. You guys notice as Jeff from Real Estate seems to be flying around, it seems to be flying at a very practiced motion. Seems to be flying around and very much doing very well with its aerial stunts. You see that as it's flying around, a lot of the Pokemon in the area seem to be watching very intently at this. And as it is watching very intently, you see that Fuma seems to bring out from her garb what appears to be a 2 hands full of throwing knives.
Oh no!
Oh no!
As a Crobat seems to fly extremely close over in this direction, she seems to throw a throwing knife directly at Crobat. As it happens, Crobat dodges very nimbly, making it to where it goes right by its wing. Crobat reaches its teeth out and grabs the throwing knife in its mouth. As it grabs it, it spits it out onto the ground before flying all the way over in this direction. As its back is turned, she throws another knife at him. It seems to let out a screech attack, turning immediately as it's doing this, grabbing the next knife and throwing and just spitting it onto the ground. As it flies over into the very center of this, it seems to fly directly in front of the judge's table. As she throws another knife directly at it.
You psycho bitch!
She's gonna use 2 NPC inspiration for this.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking stabs Mr. D. Warren.
Oh, time to murder.
This feels like a performance, and this wasn't the performance section. Oh,
I'm
no.
glad I did.
I feel like Officer Jenny should arrest a bitch.
12? And... Nat
Of
20!
course.
As she throws 3 extremely quick knives toward the judge's table, each of them seem to be aimed at the 3 judges. As Jeff from Real Estate speeds up, grabs 1, grabs 2, grabs 3 in its mouth, and spits them onto the ground. Until finally, it rushes back into the center of the area, flaps its wings extremely quickly, and lets out a bit of a whirlwind over the stage, lifting up all of the things that spit to the ground, and then flying to each of them and grabbing them in its mouth again before spitting them onto the ground in the middle.
Well, I think we figured out it was Fuma after all. With her fucking throwing knives.
How is Colonel reacting at all to any of this?
Is Colonel reacting?
Yeah.
Colonel just seems to be watching.
Okay.
Colonel's just like staring forward. Colonel doesn't seem to have any adverse reactions to them. Whenever the knives first got brought out, Colonel kind of made a bit of a motion, but is not like making any big motions toward her at all.
Okay.
How's Evelyn feeling?
What was that?
How's Evelyn feeling?
Yeah, how's Evelyn feeling right now?
She's feeling fucking mortified that this lady's throwing knives at people.
Yeah, that's kind of like the main thing, huh? Like, this stuff could just go wrong and kill 3 judges in one day.
As they land, the crowd starts like clapping, stuff like that. However, you see as soon as she lands, Officer Jenny sits up, looks to them, and then just goes, That was extremely dangerous of you. No, we're trained. We do this thing all the time. And she's like, I'm sorry, but I cannot judge this. I was really cool, but I cannot judge this. As OJ just sits down, she writes a 0 down and just puts it in front of her.
Big oof.
Ooh.
As she
sense,
puts
you
that
know,
0 down,
chances.
Mr. D. Warren seems to have been very much kind of shaken by the experience as well. However, he puts a pretty high number forward. He's like, that obviously shows how much training you have done with your Pokemon. It obviously shows how much effort you've put into this. While I believe it to be very dangerous, I feel as if you had it under control, and he gives a 9. And Haley J also sees like, you know, this is obviously a great showing of partnership between a human and Pokemon, and she gives top marks as well. But with the 0 from Officer Jenny, that brings it down to a lower score than Keanu and Thanos Bastards, then, unfortunately. As she goes off.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
As they kind of nod toward the crowd goes crazy. They loved it. The crowd loved watching that.
Your murder.
As this happens, Arby's is just like just looking over there like, do we keep all right then, yeah. All right, everybody! That was all the individual rounds from our contestants! Right now, it seems like a couple of them are leading the pack, and some of them have some pretty interesting tricks under their sleeves. But we're gonna have to go into the round everybody's been waiting for! The group performance round! Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yay!
Yeah.
You had that for a really long time.
You should consider singing.
As he steps forward, each of you are then making yourselves walk up onto the stage. Keanu, as you are walking on the stage, you see that everybody is kind of making their positions onto the stage. I want to know, where exactly do you want to stand among your brethren? Since you are the person, since you and Thanos were the people of the highest scores, you get to the two of you get to choose where you're going to be standing as far as like compared to the other Pokemon and people here.
Where's he going?
Do you want to wait for him to choose? He looks to you, he sees you're waiting on him. He seems to like just kind of shrug, like, yeah, I can do that. As he goes forward, he seems to look at everybody, and he goes directly next to Mungus. You want to be right in front of him? All right. He seems to basically want to make sure that he is directly in front of Mungus, because he's like, Mungus seems, other than you, Mungus is definitely his highest competition.
Oh, do your best.
I don't know how you're doing this, old man,
It's fun. Like,
but it's over now. Me and Darude Sandstorm are gonna show you a thing or two. Yeah, that's really nice.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
They just have this bitter rivalry between them.
How come I can't lift Ducky? Who combined them? I couldn't lift Ducky up for some reason. All right. As each of them gets into a stance to continue forward, Jeff from Real Estate goes forward and lets off his first attack, which is a whirlwind that seems to be directed primarily over at Officer Jenny. As it seems to let off this whirlwind of energy, it seems to ruffle the feathers of any of the Pokemon that seem to come after it. As Mountain Dew will go forward. Unfortunately, my student loans didn't really have a lot of luck with Officer Jenny, so she's like, maybe I can go to Haley. Unfortunately, because of the ruffling of the feathers before, it is again going to be with disadvantage. 11 and 17. So 11 actually is not horrible for my student loans, as my student loan seems to throw out a muddy water, similar to how she did in the last contest, and it seems to go over very favorably with the judges. Obama Jr. seems to also stick around Officer Jenny. Again, knowing Officer Jenny more than any of the other judges, is trying to take a little bit of the attention off of Jeff from real estate. It seems to go forward and start using a strength attack, as it seems to be lifting up this large like thing of the stage. It seems to have dug itself under, and as it's lifting it up and pushing it around. It's not having a great time. It kind of, instead of like trying to take stuff away from Jeff, unfortunately, because it went underground, Jeff's whirlwind really just seems to take up the show here. You are next. Who are you going to try to go for?
I think in this one, I'm still going to focus on OJ and Haley.
You have to focus on one of them. If you're going to focus
on
one, you can also
now,
just be.
I'm going to focus on using Bubble Beam into that whirlwind to throw the bubbles around.
Ah, you could definitely do that.
Mm.
So as you come forward, are you trying to, at that point, just like appeal to all the judges or one in particular?
If it's the Bubble Beam, it'll be to Warren.
Okay. So you go up toward Warren. You see the whirlwind is going strong. Roll me for a special attack, which is a 6, I believe, from our Piplup Goyle.
Just gonna go ahead and put that there.
16. And
Yes!
That might be enough.
Possibly.
As Jeff seems to be whirlwinding all around the stage, Piplup sees it and starts making a bunch of tiny bubbles. Not big bubbles, a bunch of tiny bubbles, as they seem to stream all around the area, the whirlwind carrying them all over the place. It even seems to have them float around the audience, as you see in the audience, like, people seem to be, like, mesmerized by it, and they're like poking at the bubbles and stuff. You actually look up a bit, Keanu, and you see that Reyna seems to have caught a bit of the bubbles and has them in her hands, as she's looking down at you with a smile. Guys, a bunch of bubbles have come over to you guys.
It's time to pop a bubble or two. Hooray!
I will let you guys know that since the whirlwind is also going around, none of the Pokemon seem to be all that interested in the bubbles. Evelyn, roll me with your individuality, please.
All right, so here's the point where I do this.
Are you only going to use the one?
I don't want to waste them all. Low is good, right?
That depends on what you want from this roll. Roll again.
If I don't know what it's for, how am I supposed to know?
I'm gonna give you the option. All right, you can take the lower number for your individuality, which will mean that you will interact with the bubbles, or you can take the higher number for your scratch that, reverse it. You can take the higher number and interact with the bubbles, or the lower numbers and not interact with the bubbles. However, different things will happen depending on which one you take.
I'll take the lower one, because there's a thought that I was having.
All right. As you take the lower one, I would like you to please roll me for your special defense, since you are a Pokemon at the moment. Oof.
Special defense is not terrible.
Oof. You seem to be very much enamored with the Crobat right now.
Oh.
As you're watching the thing, you don't seem to notice the bubbles at all. You seem very much enamored with the Crobat. Varric and April, if you guys would like to roll me for your perceptions, please.
Here I go, I'm grabbing another Respectspiration, because I don't trust my dice roll as far as I can throw them. Let's do this shit. That's a 6. Come on. That's a 13. At the 19.
April? Alrighty then. So, as everybody's watching, April's too enamored with the celebrity on the stage, Mr. Arby's waifu. But Varric, you notice specifically that that the Pokemon around you, that Evelyn, Colonel, and Dusty, as well as Duke and Tressa, seem to be focused on Crobat instead of any of the bubbles that are flying around.
Huh.
Which is, again, very odd, you would think. Because even you had, like, the urge to pop some bubbles.
Yeah. Evelyn?
What? What?
Something weird's going on. Like, the Pokemon...
Do I have the wherewithal to respond to him at all?
You can. I think the way you first responded with the what was probably like the best you could have ever done right there.
Oh, okay.
It's like what? It's like you look back like what, and then you look back again like toward the Crobat again, then you look back what?
something weird's
like
going
you
on.
say
with the
what
Poke-
twice to one answer something. What? What? I didn't say anything the second time, bitch. I'm kidding.
We have
No, but what's Varric saying?
But yeah, something weird's going on with the Pokemon. Like they're really focusing on the Crobat.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Wonder what that is about as I look at the Crobat.
Are you okay?
The Crobat's just doing its whirlwind thing. As this is going on, we also have to continue with what's going on here. As Darude Sandstorm rushes out and goes straight up to Haley J, and starts like sending out a thunder attack. As you see you see from the sky this large amount of there's I guess from the ceiling this large amount of static just seemed to appear up there, seemed to charge and do okay. Especially with Luxio's special attack, it seems to strike down a large amount of thunder. It seems to take Haley's mind off of the bubbles, especially as she goes ooh, looking directly at that fucking flashing epilepsy light. And Hoppip, boop, just dancing behind Piplup. As Hoppip is dancing behind Piplup. It's doing its best. Round 1 is completed.
Hooray!
The second round will now go. Unfortunately, Jeff will be continuing, I believe, to do its whirlwind. You see that that Fuma does not actually call out another move for Jeff to do. But as it does this, 14, 15, 17. All right, I would need a special defense roll, please, from Skitty again.
Okay. Inspiration. Not fantastic, but not horrible.
Good.
That's
You needed a 10.
Oh, okay.
You needed a 10. You got a 12 right now. You needed a 17 in order to get through this.
Oh.
So you have a +7, so you needed a 10 on the roll.
Mm.
You notice as you're watching, a strange smell is wafting all the way through the arena right now.
Huh.
Seems to be a very strange smell. It seems to be very much a relaxing and an interesting scent.
Do any of the humans don't look like they're responding to it?
They don't seem to respond to it at all, no.
Huh. Am I still like transfixed by Crobat?
Because you noticed that, you are not.
Okay. At this point, there was something Evelyn kind of wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna look over to like Duke and Colonel, like, "Hey, Duke, Colonel,
Duke is completely enamored right now.
Okay,
Duke
right.
has the
I
highest
shouldn't-
sense of smell out of everything here.
I
My
don't know
poor
why.
boy.
Yeah, I shouldn't
Duke
be
is
looking
just
at the Pokemon.
laying there, fucking gelling out.
Fucking, even though he has the best special defense.
She's gonna turn
Unfortunately, I have to say it because Duke is a dog.
Yeah,
I
that's,
know. Perfect.
she's,
Love him.
she's gonna turn over to Varric at that point. Hey, Varric. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's up?
right. Can you watch Dusty for a second?
Sure.
Just for a little bit. I'm gonna do something. She's gonna hop down.
Boop.
And she's going to try to sneak over to the lady.
Doo-doop. 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 You find it very easy to sneak over to the lady because she's watching the thing.
She's watching. Everyone's watching, and it's a tiny cat.
Yes.
Even if skitties do have freakishly large heads.
Okay, she's gonna just kind of like sit there and just try to just kind of listen to see if she ever says anything. She might, yeah.
She seems to just be watching with a smile on her face.
Everyone's gonna hang out there for a little bit.
Okay. The next.
Or actually,
Hmm?
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, she's gonna start like rubbing up against the lady, like a cat would.
Oh god, another cat! Get out of here, Kick. I'm kidding. You begin to rub up on the leg of said woman as she does look over from this because it's like, oh, that's weird. Go ahead and give me. I want to say give me an expression because you are trying to interact with a human right now.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a +3.
Mm.
So
Eric, I swear to God, if you get fucking captured by Pheromone.
what are you talking about?
She's a nice lady.
No, she's
14.
not. She's a bitch.
Bad lady. She's rather pleasant.
Okay, 14.
You look over toward her as she seems to look down at you, and she's like, did you lose your trainer? Are you all right?
I think she's gonna she wants to hop up onto the lady.
You try to hop up on the lady. Roll me charisma.
All right, I'm just gonna blow them all. Fucking why not? Going deep.
Secret Agent Evelyn.
14.
What is her charisma again? 2.
It's a 14 so far. Oh, you're not using all of them?
No, I'm just like.
Oh,
blowing
okay.
them
You said you were
all.
gonna blow them all. That's why I said.
No, I didn't mean all right in this roll.
Okay. All right, so 14. She looks at you. You jump up into her lap, and she's just like, we'll look for them, I guess, when it's over. Be careful. Calm down. She kind of tries to pet you.
She's gonna try not to look uncomfortable. She's gonna lay down in the lady's lap and continue
Evelyn.
watching the contest.
Evelyn.
What's up?
Okay. Roll me for your perception.
Okay.
Are you using one?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a 16.
You notice a strong smell coming from this woman as well.
Yeah, figured.
A somewhat similar smell. Seems to be coming from her bag.
Oh. Okay.
Get that back. Get that back. Get that.
We'll I don't think I'm gonna act on that information right this second.
We have to get back to the
Zip my-
contest
yeah.
anyway while this is going on.
Yeah.
The next thing to happen during the contest, Mountain Dew will attempt to try again to do something. However, My Student Loans understands that Darude Sandstorm is taking up Haley J's entire thing, and there's nothing that she can do to take that away from her. So she tries to appeal widely to the judges. She goes back with Hoppip. As Hoppip begins to attempt to try to steal some, or as Mountain Dew tries to attempt to try to steal some light off of Hoppip, and begins to send out what appears to be an extremely just like cute little spurts of water from the top of her head. As she just seems to like be dancing and like squishing and like little spurts of water coming out from the top. Let's see how that goes. Unfortunately, it was right after Whirlwind again. The first, because Whirlwind was used twice in a row, it did not seem as effective on the judges, but it still is going to give disadvantage to the one that goes right after her, unfortunately. So, oof. It tries to take Limelight from Hoppip. That don't fucking work. Get out of here. Next is Obama Jr. Obama Jr. sees that that its digging strategy isn't working. It looked over toward Piplup, and you see that Smith of Dig Obama looks over towards you, Keanu, and gives a smile, almost a knowing smile, like he's learning as he fights. Obama Jr. sends out a sandstorm to attempt to go around with the Whirlwind.
Crit fail, please. Make it hilarious.
13 with a +2 from the Obama Jr. It sends out a sandstorm as the entirety of the area gets wafted by this thick sand. It seems to completely take away everybody's visibility. They're not able to see anything going on this round.
Did you know the Phantom Thieves? Ryuji?
As visibility from the entire thing goes around, unfortunately, Keanu, no matter what you or Darude Sandstorm or Hoppip do this round, you cannot be seen.
Heck.
However, as that's going around to the entirety of the crowd, everybody else's vision is impaired as well.
Oh.
Ah, fucking sand.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Aaron?
Oh, I said thanks, Obama.
He racked up a lot of points for that move. That was definitely a lot of points that he just racked up right there.
So now there's a whirlwind and a sandstorm.
There is a sandstorm that is traveling all over the area, causing everyone in the crowd and on the and in the arena to not be able to see anything.
Everyone's like, "Oh, bubbles, my eyes, fuck!"
You'd think with the amazing technology they have in this world, they would have like fucking force fields or some shit.
Bunch of fucking.
Nobody wants to do anything while this is happening.
Mr. Mind.
But I'm making sure Dusty doesn't like get up. That's why I picked him up, because he's a cutie.
Okay.
Man, it's heavily obscured now.
How many rounds are in these contests again?
3 rounds.
What round is this?
Number 2.
Number 2.
So the next attacks that go off will be the end of the contest.
Okay. Heckin'. She's definitely gonna like look into the bag. Evelyn is.
Well, looking into the bag, you can't really see inside the bag right now either.
Take the bag.
It's dark and heavily obscured right now.
Heck.
You don't want to do anything, that's fine. We can move on.
I mean, I want to do something. I just want to know. Like, sure, I'll go for it. I'll go for the bag. I'll like kind of. It's the perfect reason. There's a fucking Pokemon on her lap, and it smells pheromones. It's not gonna look overly suspicious if this just starts happening.
What do you want to do?
She's gonna like kind of like go over towards her bag, just kind of like sniffing, like dig through it a little bit.
You can't see.
I can't see. I thought you said I.
No, everything is obscured.
Everything is currently obscured. Okay, then
everything.
Nothing. I won't do. I will not
you
do.
You can take the bag.
Is it like small enough for me to do that?
Yeah, it's a handbag.
Oh, then fuck yeah, I'll do that.
I have been trying so hard to get you to just take.
Like, look at that! Like, look at that little bag in her hand right there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run.
All right, I need you to roll me. As you do this, roll me for your speed. Speed as a Pokemon, which is gonna be really good. But she's also gonna get to roll for her perception. So.
I am putting an inspiration into this thing with +10.
Gotta go fast.
No. That's your last to go fast.
Lives living in. Good thing you did.
Living in an Amish paradise.
Altogether a 16. Let's roll that perception from this Goyle.
I have no more inspiration. Oh no, that's not true. I have the one, but I'm not using it.
I will put 1 NPC inspiration to this.
Does she have a +10 to perception?
She does not even notice.
Oh my god.
Get fucked, bitch.
Where are you running right now?
That's a good question, isn't it? Yeah, I guess I'll just run back over towards the. I don't want to. There are 2 places I could go right now. Back over to the group, or that would interrupt things. But that might be what we need.
Well, you won't make it to the stage by the time the thing's done.
That's true. So I'll just go back over to the group.
Okay. I was more meaning it wouldn't interrupt anything.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I'll go that way. Sorry.
You want to go this way?
I'll like start making my way towards where the judges are.
Joker.
All right.
We have more money.
Setzer Iceheart donates $30, almost killing Clips KT.
Oh.
It says for Evelyn.
No.
Hey.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
So, with that being said, I'm going to say that it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go.
Hey. Yeah.
So these are your new ones.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's beautiful.
As we go on to the final round, Keanu, unfortunately, anything you yelled out to Piplup, it did not matter that round. The person who got the most anything from that was Obama Jr., showing off just how tough and powerful he is. As we go on to the final round, Fuma looks over toward Crobat. She seems to want to call out something, but it's almost like she has a plan that she has to stick to. And it's almost like she has to stick to it. So she's like looking like she wants to do something else, but instead Crobat just continues on with the whirlwind. However, because the whirlwind is being somewhat slowed and interacted with by the sand, it is not carrying any sort of scent or anything. Unfortunately, oh wow, was it the whirlwind that was doing it? Anyway, and the judges seeing a third whirlwind in a row are not liking it. As we go to Mountain Dew is going to try to use a tackle attack toward Hoppip, actually. Again, in an attempt to knock Hoppip off its high horse. With a 17. Unfortunately, I just forgot there was a whirlwind in effect, and it's right after it, so has to be disadvantage. A 10. As it tries to tackle attack over at Hoppip. Hoppip doesn't dodge, it doesn't see this coming, so it does hit Hoppip, but it doesn't seem to get a great response from the judges either. Obama Jr. looks forward, and he's like, He could do the Sandstorm again, but again, he knows better than to use the same move over and over in a contest like this. He has to try to make it work for it. He's going to try one more time for a dig.
Do it, Obama.
And Obama Jr. has a decent thing with the dig here. It's decently effective. It lifts up a piece of rock right in front of Officer Jenny. Officer Jenny's like, oh, what a tough boy. And things go normal as they go. Keanu, it is your final move.
This is risky, but I think it would be metal, pun intended. I want Metal Claw over Darude Sandstorm, upstaging him through his lightning.
You want to try to Metal Claw through the lightning?
Yeah.
We will see if Darude Sandstorm will continue to use lightning moves, which 100% it will. So first off, let's see how Darude Sandstorm does. Darude Sandstorm is then going to do a Thunderbolt instead of a Thunder because he knows better than to use the same move over and over, even though there's basically the same fucking move. Oh, he doesn't get great with this, as he does charge a shit ton of lightning up above him. It seems to strike downward. However, I need you to roll me for an attack from Piplup. That is a +5.
Put this over here.
That girl would do it. All right, first one's not beautiful.
10 plus 5 is 15. As you have a Piplup strike upwards through Darude Sandstorm's lightning, Piplup seems to wince incredibly from the attack. Because, unfortunately, it is an electric attack.
Totally.
So, Piplup, even since this wasn't designed to be a damaging attack, will not faint from this. However, it does lift up a Metal Claw. The lightning strikes down using Piplup as a lightning rod, basically. And Piplup, like, yells out, Piplup! Showing just how fucking metal and tough Piplup is. It lands on the ground with everybody gasping, and then Piplup stands up with 1 HP. Because, again, it was not meant to be a lethal move, but that totally would have destroyed all Piplup's HP.
Totally.
As the judges are definitely paying attention now. And finally, Humongous looks over toward Hoppip. As it looks over toward Hoppip. Alright now, Todd. Use Sunny Day. As he tells his Hoppip to do something.
God.
He must have been saving this for this moment. He's using 3 NPC inspirations.
Oh, shit.
Glad he did. 1.
They're all 7s.
3.
No, Hugh. Todd, you can do it.
Todd.
Not 20!
Holy shit.
As all of that goes on, as everything goes, as Hoppip gets up from being tackled, it looks back, it looks at Mungus, Mungus looks at it. It seems to rise up into the air, and as it does, lets out an amazing blast of light as a sunny day fills the arena.
Hell yeah! What a good thing to come in on. Fucking yes.
As everything gets calmed down, all of the Pokemon stop what they're doing. That's it, folks! That is it! Everybody stop what you're doing! Everyone looks forward as all of the Pokemon begin to make their way back toward their trainers. Everybody looks forward, trying their absolute best to still stay in the game, Keanu, you know that Piplup is looking back. Okay, there you go. Good job. That was the last use of it, though, so it goes over here now.
Yeah.
You heal up your Piplup by 20. As everybody looks forward, they begin chatting amongst themselves. They each nod to each other. They seem to be in agreement. Officer Jenny looks forward. We'd like to thank everybody for being here, of course. But there has to be winners and there has to be losers. Compiling everything from all the different rounds, we have to say, third place will go to Smith of Dig Obama and Obama Jr.
Yay!
The crowd goes crazy as Smith of Dig Obama lets him. He seems to like bring his helmet down a bit, but then he smiles. He's like, you know what? Third place is really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
As everybody goes, yeah! Woo! Haley J goes forward. I have to say, there's a lot of really good competitors this time, but second place has to go to Mr. Humongous and Todd Coward.
Coming in again with the second place.
As he seems to come forward, he seems very happy with himself. He lifts up He lifts up Hop Pip like, you did good. Our training paid off.
God, such a good goddamn coordinator.
And finally, why every one of you we wish we could give a ribbon to, we can only give ribbons to those who complete everything. You were all showing yourselves to be extremely powerful coordinators. However, one of them shined brighter than the rest. And that was Hop Pip. 'Cause shine. But the winner of the Canalive City Pokemon contest is Thanos Bastards and starts walking forward. Keanu and Ducky. For their marvelous performance in the first round and their fantastic determination in the second round, we give you the Canalive City Pokemon contest ribbon. As Darude Sandstorm and Thanos are like, no way! As everybody lets out a humongous cheer. I will say, a lot of it had to do with the first round, with you basically being the front runner in that one. But then with the Metal Claw and the fucking lightning, that really went for both Officer Jenny and for Haley J. As Haley J, you know, is all about the cool moves, and Officer Jenny's all about the tough Pokemon.
Fuck
The Bubble
yeah.
Beam was fantastic as well, but you didn't have that second round. That second round really made it close between you and Mungus. But Mungus with that fucking sunny day at the end.
That Nat 20 sunny day.
Fucking Christ.
As Thanos Bastard Son's like, no, not again! Ah! Lucia!
That Luke's gonna get deserted, isn't he? Oh god.
He's okay. Gotta hold Piplup up.
My student loans and Mountain Dew.
Simba.
She goes over to Mountain Dew and she starts like petting on him like, it's all right, it's okay. Fuma and Crobat seems to be hugging onto Crobat like, you did your best. Good job, pet. As all this happens, you guys hear from the crowd, wait! Yelling from the crowd as a woman stands up. People look back toward the woman as she stands there. I can speak, I swear to God. I call favoritism.
I call nepotism.
as Arby's waifu goes forward. Excuse me, ma'am. You can't, just... What? I call favoritism. Obviously, this was a rigged, a shamble of a contest. What do you mean? She points to Humongous. That man there has been providing funds for the Jubilife City TV company for years. And yet he always seems to perform within the top 2 of his contests. I believe that to be an unfair and biased result. She motions over to Keanu. That man there, the one who won, seems to have talked with the judges prior to this engagement. All 2 of the female judges were swayed by that man, and I have it on good authority that man is an owner of a harem.
Oh, what?
I stand up.
I stand up. Hold on.
That's the woman that got arrested.
What's a harem? I don't think I own one of those.
And loudly clear my throat.
Like checks his pockets. Do I have a harem?
She then yells over, and that Diglett there. There's no way his performances were as good as you seem to think they were. I saw the way he was moving. He was moving slower than the slowest sap dripping off of a lazy Heracross.
Is a harem a Pokemon?
Varric stands up and loudly clears his throat. Says the woman that caused the Rampardos attack prior to this, with her pheromones.
Everybody gasps.
Yeah, you were spraying your sexy juice.
As she looks back to you. Exactly. That is why you are all being favoritisms having favorites in this fight right now. My daughter should have won this, but all of you are against me, and that's why she didn't win.
I'm sorry, Mai.
Not me. Mai's just like, I didn't do anything. As Fuma's just kind of like sitting there, looking away from everything.
It's probably really embarrassing. Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a call from my grandma.
Look, ma'am, I know that you're upset.
Keanu, I was watching live.
Oh, this is on TV. Oh, that's okay, Grandma.
Yes, I was watching the Jubilife TV.
I gotta go because some lady's really mad, though.
Oh, yes, I see her. Tell her not to mess with Team Skull.
Okay. That's it.
Goodbye, Keanu.
Hey, Grandma.
How close am I to the stage?
You are very close to the stage.
Okay. Am I like there at this point?
You're right off the stage.
Okay, I want to hop onto the stage and run over to Haley.
As you run over to Haley, Haley looks down at you, holding Larvesta. She's just like, how come Larvesta's name is Vegeta? What?
What? He's not Vegeta.
Vegeta's over here.
There you go, fix.
Vegeta 2.
Damn it.
Come on, at least name him Trunks.
Electric Prince Alu.
If anything, he's Solaire.
I will say that Larvesta was very much happy whenever the sunny day happened.
Hey, man. If only he could be so grossly incandescent.
But Evelyn, you make your way over there as Haley J seems to just be done with whatever this conversation is. She sees you on the ground. She's like, She goes and leans over.
She like motions to the bag with her little paw, and then motions up to the lady in the stage, or in the stadium, or where the crowd.
She kind of like steps away a little bit as she's like looking at the bag and looking at you. What are you trying to say, Evelyn?
Okay.
Picks up.
Okay. That's not necessary. You don't need to do that.
Picks up.
That lady sprayed. That lady Crobat is sprayed with juice.
Hmm.
That Crobat, I think, is sprayed with some pheromone juice.
What? She starts going through the bag. Let's see here. Oh, there is a lot of perfumes and things in here. You say one of these is... Well, I mean, she does have the record for it. This is her bag?
Yeah.
Haley looks to you. She seems to clear her throat. Oh, what an adorable skitty! She hugs you really close against her boobs.
Oh, hey, that's where my skitty went.
The other judges look over like, what the hell? Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I got this really adorable skitty come over to me. Oh, look at her. She should have been in the contest. Hug, 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 hug. As as like the entire crowd is just like, aww.
She's just like burying her face so she can't see
Burying her face in what?
anything.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
As Mr. D. Warren's just like, we need to probably justify what's going on here. Oh, but first, before we do, everybody, is this skitty belong to anyone? It seemed to have this bag with it. She lifts up a bag as Pheromone's just like, as she sees the bag and she sees the skitty. Hold on, I think there might be some identification in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh! Reaches through, grabs like a small wallet-like thing and opens it up. Miss Pheromones! Excuse me, ma'am, is this your bag? Yes, it is, and I would like it back, please. Oh, but 1 second. Oh, it looks like this skitty is so engrossed with some things in here. Shoves Skitty's head into the bag. Oh, what's going on? Is there something up with this? You're in the bag right now. Would you like to roll me for your perception, please?
Sure.
Use your inspiration.
I'll use it. You know what? I'll use an inspiration.
This is great.
First one. Okay.
That's a 20.
As your face is in the bag, you're sniffing around at it, and you find the actual vial of it that is inside that smells like what Crobat had around it.
Okay.
Do you want to grab it?
Yeah.
You grab it between your teeth and you pull it out as she looks down at it. What's this? She takes it up. Oh, it seems like this skitty is being really aggressive trying to get this. Looks at you like, come on.
She does her best pretending to be aggressive.
Oh, you can't have this. Hold on. Oh, you can't have this. She leans down. She leans down as she's holding it out of reach of you. Go to Crobat.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You jump out of her hands. As you do, you look back up toward the pheromone thing. You sniff the air and you start running over toward Crobat. Skitty, are you okay? Steps over. Hello?
Skitty.
Excuse me, ma'am. This skitty seems to be very enamored with your Pokemon. Yeah, I trying to get around it. Crobat actually lands and starts putting his little like wings over to you, looking like he's trying to play with you. Come on.
I try to play with him because he's fun.
Yeah, he seems very happy to play with you.
Yay.
However, he does still smell.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, he does. This is a really cute skitty.
I like trying to make overt like sniffing at him while we play.
As she seems to sniff at Crobat, and as things are going on here, Haley J looks to Skitty, looks to Crobat. looks to the vial in her hand, and then just looks out toward the crowd, toward Pheromone. As Pheromone looks forward, let's have her roll real quick. Does she know how boned she is?
Come on, fuck up so hard that you admit
Does
something
she
you
know?
shouldn't.
I would like it if you would return my bag, please. Of course. Do. Step, 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 step. Bring Solaire with her. She hands the bag out toward Pheromone. As she does, she just smiles at her. If you'll excuse me. Oh, hold on, ma'am. Don't forget this. She brings out the vial. As she does, she sprays Pheromone with it.
Hey.
As she sprays Pheromone with the vial, Pheromone seems to like start wafting the air at her, like. Upon doing that, Solaire jumps on Pheromone. As Solaire jumps on Pheromone, you see that Solaire is just clinging onto the area that was sprayed, which, by the way, was Pheromone's face. As she seems to be like fighting against Larvesta, she falls over and lands onto the ground. As Haley J looks back toward the judges both going over here like, "What are you doing?" Oh, I'm sorry. It seems to me that there's some sort of I don't know, something in the air. She looks back toward Miss Pheromone and then back toward Officer Jenny. You might want to take this in for evidence. Hands her the vial. What? I believe there was some more shenanigans going on today. We need to finish up this here, though. Do you mind if you take that outside? Take that outside? I was talking about her. Points over toward her. Yeah, I can. She goes over. Haley goes over, grabs Larvesta off of her face. There's like a suction noise. As the crowd of people are murmuring and wondering what's going on, Officer Jenny takes Pheromone toward the exit. As Fuma and Crobat also start going over, like, "Mom!" And all of them go outside.
I can't believe she would try that again.
I hope she does okay. She was really nice.
Haley J comes back to Mr. D. Warren. Should we? I think we should continue. There's someone who won, right? Yes, of course. The show must go on. Picks up the skitty.
I'm gonna sit back down with Dusty and pet him.
Mr. D. Warren walks out towards you, Keanu. As he does, he leans down toward Piplup. And as he does, ping, he reveals the Canalab City Pokemon Contest ribbon. Seems to pin it onto Piplup as Piplup looks very happy and proud and sticks out her chest to show it off. Congratulations, Keanu.
Oh, I mean, it was all this one right here. Okay, now I'm gonna do this thing. It's gonna be awesome. I was gonna do it before, but then stuff happened. No, hold up. Ducky, like, she's Simba in The Lion King.
As you do this, Todd sends out a sunny day. As Ducky is out in the sun, being a shining beacon of Piplup. As everybody starts cheering and going off, Mr. Arby's waifu goes forward. That's all the time we have today, everybody. Please be sure to give our contestants one last round of applause.
Woo! Yeah!
Yay.
Haley's clapping Skitty's hands together.
No. Evelyn is
Suffer.
now keyboard cat.
I love that she knows. I don't know how she knows, but I love
Keanu
that
said
she
it last
knows.
game.
Keanu told her.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot.
Keanu told her
Because
last
he's
game.
Keanu.
Keanu, you wonderful, wonderful man.
You absolute
And as the
maverick.
contest comes to an end, going back to things happening before. By the way, Arad, I did notice that you gave a inspiration to Mungus, which is why I gave him 3 inspirations to use during the NPC inspiration. I just didn't want to interrupt what was going on during the contest. So you can put that inspiration to anybody else, but thank you very much for the $2 and the inspiration to Mungus. You can put that anywhere else you want to put it, but that's why I ended up giving him 3 inspiration for the last for his last move, because I knew that was happening. But again, you don't want to interrupt things as they go around. But as things happen, you guys all get these congratulations as Smith of Dig Obama and Obama Jr. Go over to you, Keanu. They're just like, "Oh, we can't seem to be able to beat you two. You got a lot of fantastic Pokemon on your side. You know that?"
Totally. I found this one yesterday. Recently. No, you're really good. You and Mai are both. You're gonna do, I think, pretty swell.
Let me finish the contest, please, Setzer.
Please.
Anyway.
He begs you.
As that's going on, Smith of Dig Obama claps you on the back. You see that that My Student Loans comes over to you and also like starts clapping for you, and like she's like, "Wow, you really are something. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up to you someday, but we won't be able to if you keep on going to the contest we go to."
I'm gonna be in Kano for a little while, so you guys will have plenty of time to beat me up when I get back.
I hope that everything goes well for you there, my friend.
I expect nothing but the best things to happen.
Me and Todd here, we're gonna keep on trying. We're gonna keep on keeping on. You've made us change our tactics.
Yeah, man, you guys seem to have found a winning formula. It was by the skin of my mouth chompers by the end of that.
Maybe we'll be able to see each other again in contests when you come back.
Most totally, my friend.
You see Thanos Bastardson walk up with Darude Sandstorm. As he goes over to you. That was one hell of a contest, my dude!
Absolutely.
You and your Piplup totally rocked!
I love her.
This was the lowest I've ever came in a contest!
Well, that's not true.
Hmm?
Please don't throw your looks, your tiger away after losing, because it's a really good one, and it was probably gonna beat me, but then Piplup got electrocuted, and that was kind of metal.
Throw my Luxray away? Or my Luxio away? Why would I do that?
Oh, that's what you did to Ducky.
He looks at Ducky. He looks at you. He looks at Ducky. He opens his eyes. Wait. You're that Piplup? Piplup looks at him, starts making Piplup noises at him. As he looks to Piplup, he looks back up to you, Keanu. No, I totally get you, my dude. No, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm the scum of the earth, man.
Use it as a learning experience, my dude.
I was a different dude back then, you know? But he looks to Piplup, he looks to you. No, don't worry, man. I'll never get rid of my Luxio. And, oh man, I'm so sorry. He leans down to Piplup. I'm sorry, Pips. I didn't mean to. Piplup looks at him, crosses her arms, and looks away. That's not very rockin' of me. He looks up to you, Keanu. You know what, my dude? It's not very rockin' of me at all.
Yo, man, sometimes people aren't rocking. But, like, you know, give it time. We'll probably see it at another contest, and maybe Ducks here ain't gonna wanna, I don't know, boop your schnoz no more.
I was a different dude back then, and I'm a different dude today. But that doesn't make anything I did right. And this won't make it right either, but you proved to me today that my past can come back to haunt me. And I want to make sure that I at least show that I can make it right. He lifts the guitar over his head. He looks down at it, and he hands the guitar over to you. You're much more of a rockin' dude than I am, Keanu. Take it.
Are you sure, my dude? That's pretty legendary.
I gotta get myself a new one. If I get myself a new axe, then maybe it'll show that I'm willing to put in the effort, my man. You take this one.
All right, respect.
I'm sorry, Pips. You found yourself a really cool dude right there. Can't wait to see you again. Piplup's still facing away from him. Rock on, you two.
Rock on, my dude.
As Thanos and Darude start making their way off the thing away from you guys, letting you guys have your celebration without them. As he left you with his rocking guitar.
Man, I wish I knew how to play this thing.
Let's go with that one.
You can learn. It'll be great.
Learn like the Sonic song.
The others seem to look over at you, look back toward Thanos, and Mai and Obama look to you like, come on, let's go grab him. We can go have some dinner or something. It'll be great.
I gotta.
As they say that, and you say I gotta, Hugh puts a hand out in front of you and them, between you guys. He has a prior engagement, but the three of us can go grab Thanos and maybe that other girl. Come on, guys. Let's have a celebration tonight. My treat.
Yo, thanks, Hugh.
He gives you a thumbs up. As he seems to head off with Mai and Obama. As he goes to head off, he turns to Arby's waifu. Hey, you coming? Hell yeah, I'm coming. And they start making their way out.
Mr. Mungus and Arby's waifu.
It's gonna be the hell of a party, man. Anybody's gonna be there.
Hell yeah.
They're going to the restaurant you have to try.
Kill someone by the
The
end
only
of
restaurant
it.
in town, of course, they have to try it.
Next up on Entour. It's just not true. There's an Indian place.
Well, that's true. That's more of a stand.
And a Chinese place. No, the
Is that
Chinese
more-
place was a stand. The Indian place is where we went and met Chelsea.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Chelsea. She got fucking rich that day. That was amazing.
Yeah, she did.
Mr. D. Warren goes, I'm going to go find Officer Jenny and potentially provide any services that I can give her.
Okay.
as people start coming out from the thing. Do you want to make your way out of the contest hall?
I want to get Larvesta back.
Nope, you can't. It doesn't belong to you
Oh.
anymore.
Okay.
You head over
Skaters with
to
him, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
you head
but
over to
man,
Haley J. As Haley J looks to you, she gives you a smile. She hands over Larvesta
Thank you.
and keeps Skitty.
All right, have fun.
Let me go.
Oh, Keanu, is this your Skitty? Perfect. We can all go hang out.
Please let me go.
I have to go.
Oh, you do?
I've got prior. Yeah, I had someone to lunch like a week ago.
Oh, that's fine. Maybe this Skitty can lead me back to your friends then.
Totally. I heard Mungus and Zwaifu are getting their munch on somewhere.
I'll see if anybody wants to go. Oh wow. The Mr. Mungus and the Arby's waifu in the same restaurant?
In the same
If
booth,
I
no
join,
less.
it'll be something to really have to look at. Let's go, Skitty. Chelsea would have watched Mungus leave him go after him.
Of course she would. Why would she not?
As the crowds all seem to be brought out into the front of the area, you guys are made to leave the arena as well. Coming out from the arena, you see Coordinator Haley J holding onto a familiar Skitty. As Evelyn, do you want to start motioning over to where you want to go?
I want to start trying to get out of her arms and run over to them.
Roll me for your. We'll go for your dex.
Inspiration.
14's pretty good. All right, so
Good.
14 plus
Whatever.
3 is a 17. She has a +2 to her strength. So
Make
she's
her
gonna
roll.
roll. If she
Give
beats a
her
17,
inspiration.
then she keeps you.
Joker, look.
Give her inspiration.
Nah. She keeps you.
Damn it! Says Eric, not Evelyn.
Never be
So
free,
as
comrade.
as she's heading over toward this group, and as Keanu is coming out and potentially seeing this, there was a few other things that were happening during the contest that I did misinterpret as other things. At one point, 2 hours ago, there was a donation from Sensor Iceheart that I thought was a donation I already called out, but apparently it was not. And it was $120.
Oh yeah, that one.
It says, "Sorry, Eclipse, but Bidoof needs to be +5."
Joker, look.
There you go. There you go. I mean,
So Milkshake is now +5.
He now has a super special ability.
And I have to come up with a super special ability before next game.
Sweat.
I knew it was gonna be on the same level as Battle Bond, but I don't know what it is yet. So now I have to make sure to put it on there now. Great. I'll give you the
Great.
points to give them in
Nice.
just a second.
Joker, look.
After that, there was the one I already called out, but then there was the $10 donation from Ronan Lost that says, "The throne is mine, inspiration to guitar." So that's just $10 that goes right to me.
These are my $10, baby.
Right after that, there was another $10 that says "second time's the charm." Right after that, there was another $10 that says "oof." All three of them coming from Ronan Lost.
trying so hard.
He's trying to become stream boss.
Oh, it's like seeing like an army man fight a king with a stick.
And here's a ride with a $2 donation that says, "This is bad, but I really, really want someone to actually catch Evelyn." Here's an NPC inspiration for that day. So yes, Arad, as well as that one, please tell me what you want the Mungus one to be that I ended up not giving him. It can still be a Mungus inspiration, but he's not going to show up for quite a while. But tell me what that other one's going to be. Ronan, tell me what you want those $30 to go to, because you didn't. I can't give it to the guitar. Yeah, let's go over here to Milkshake real quick.
Wait, what?
Well, Milkshake got
Two
prestige
Keanus.
twice, so.
Yeah,
guess
you
Why
do.
are there like 50 Keanus?
I don't know.
Keanu's
figure that out
most
later.
Well, it
famous.
looks like Rena's gonna have a fun night tonight.
So where are those gonna go?
Okay, so here's the plan. You dump all of these in HP. Dump all of these.
Oh,
So Bidoof
God.
is gonna have 90 HP?
Yes.
Okay.
Swole beaver.
Great.
Joker,
That
look,
swole beaver rat.
He's so thick.
Damn.
The
boy.
bullets bounced right off him.
I said, damn, boy, he's thick. That's
He
a
is dummy
thick ass
thick.
boy.
Thick ass.
Damn boy, he thick as fuck.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find this?
There we go.
I'm gonna return Solaire before going up to
One
Raina
sec.
because she's scared of bugs.
One sec.
Okay.
Joker, look.
Okay.
We have more.
I don't know how to. Dummy Thick Snake gave $10. And that $10 seems to have potentially made him stream boss at the time, but it says to Keanu's grandma.
Yeah.
So okay, Keanu's grandma's gonna have 5. Then Ronan Lost gave $10 and says to Keanu. I'm guessing that means all the other ones went to Keanu. So that's 40 Keanu, but then he said 20 and says, fuck it, pick a Pokemon Keanu.
Oh.
So that means that 60 is going to go to giving Keanu a prestige to one of his Pokemon. And then a Rod came in with the 8 that says, wouldn't it be awful if I became Stream Boss instead of NPC? So, okay, so that means that that's going to be 5 for NPCs, and then 1 prestige for a Pokemon that you want, and 5 to Keanu's grandma.
I really like how you tinted these, like, in the color of the Pokemon. I think it really...
So, I'm gonna make this one here a Keanu grandma inspiration. Just put him over here somewhere. And who do you want to be the prestige boy?
We did Leaves earlier. I think it's the babies this round. It's either Biggie or Larvesta.
Please.
Probably Biggie.
I need the Biggie to become bigger.
Can you choose to prestige Pokemon that aren't technically yours?
I have no idea.
She's Team Skull. I'm gonna make her inspiration black.
Skull inspirations. Nice.
I guess that's just actually for real canon now. It's no
so who?
longer in the meme territory.
Biggie Smalls.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Biggie will be getting the other thing again. Great, it's number 3. So go ahead and roll me that D8.
God damn, y'all are getting fucking 3s. Fucking hell.
And people have been getting into the 3s, man.
That's
8.
It's an
God
8.
damn. We haven't even left Sinnoh yet.
Okay. I know what's gonna happen with Biggie. We all done now? We all done?
I think we're done.
Good. I'm gonna keep going with the game now.
Around.
You done giving me money?
Summoners
Why are you
Network, can
guys
we
giving me
prestige Keanu's grandma?
Give her a fake
So I'm
card
gonna
and
keep
have her
playing the
use
game
it.
now. So
Oh, Keanu, I got a case of guns in the mail today. It says,
so what are you doing? So what are you doing with Solaire?
I was gonna put him back in his Pokeball before I got too close to Raina because I know she's scared of bugs.
I mean, she spent all this time with Lenoa.
Yeah, I don't know. Change it. She could have just been terrified
Fine,
for a week and a half.
take away Larvesta whenever Lenoa was so excited to see him in the contest.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Do you want to see your babe? Till no, when I got up to the pair.
You make your way over toward Reina and Lenoa. As you do, Reina seems very happy to see you, and she kind of like runs over to you. At least you hope that people think she ran, because she kind of just lifted her legs up and kind of floated a bit.
It's like when a run cycle's broken, so they float in your direction.
And Lenoa just walks after her. And she goes, "That was really impressive of you. I thought you were going to use Marilyn."
I thought I was going to use Marilyn.
Piplup.
This is working name is Ducky. She's a cutie. The guy who gave me this guitar, he abandoned her, and she was real mad about it. And Evelyn's a skitty now. I think you were there for that part. And no, you weren't. Evelyn's a skitty now, and we had Evelyn talk, and yeah, I wanted her to get him back because she's cute. Right, Piplup?
I'm sorry. Somebody said something in chat, and I don't know if it's true or not.
Great
It's
stuff.
definitely not. So undersave that it didn't happen yet. Anyway, I had to check stuff. Sorry. Can you repeat the last half of that? I'm so
anyways,
sorry. I
everyone's
thought
just
somebody
kidding.
undersave said grandma was prestige, and I said no, and I went through and I didn't see anything. So I'm like, she was not. So anyway, continue.
Yeah, so Evelyn's a skitty now. We had Evelyn talk to Piplup, and I wanted to help Piplup kind of get revenge, but not in like the stabby way, in like, yeah, I'll show him how cute you are way. And so that's why we used Piplup, because she's a cutie and she deserved to win. Marilyn was a little cheesed about it, but she understood.
They both look to him.
Yeah, you know the skitty that,
So Evelyn is a skitty?
yeah, the one that was being held up with the bag, that was her. How have you guys been? What's,
Lenoa just looks over to Reina. Reina looks shocked, and Lenoa's just like, "How are you shocked? Like how are you shocked? You not only are a Pokemon, but you evolved." It's just still shocking is all.
That doesn't make what hers is less weird.
It's happened. How are you still shocked? Either way, congratulations. You did really well.
Totally, it was awesome. I had a lot of fun.
You did well as well, Piplup. Piplup.
Yeah, you tell her.
I noticed
Hey,
that you handed over my Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a cutie. You know, she seemed like she wanted to hold Piplup, but I needed Piplup to win the. So I was like, "Do you want to hold Larvesta?" Normally, I just kind of plop him on my back.
That was rather sly of you, I guess. Handing over a Pokemon to an experienced Pokemon trainer. However, I do remember saying that you had to be the one to train Larvesta.
I hope she wasn't training him in that amount of time. That'd be spooky.
She
Her
just
bunny
looks
got
away.
kidnapped recently. Do you want to hold him? He's real cute. But you know that.
Well, I don't have anything else to do while the two of you go off and do whatever you're doing. I guess I can hang out with him.
Boop. Here you go. Nah.
She
I
looks
think
at
everyone's going
Larvesta.
to get some munch on.
She looks at Larvesta. Larvesta looks at her. She reaches out for him, and he just kind of crawls up her. What'd you say over there?
I said I think everyone's getting their munch on pretty soon. If you want to, the gang's just all over there. If you want, just go pet Evelyn a whole bunch. She loves it a lot. She'll like act like she doesn't, but don't pay attention to that.
Manoa
Part of
looks
the game.
over at Reyna and then looks back at you and like, yeah, I can go and do that while you guys go and do your thing. Come on, Larvesta. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 doo. Start making her way over towards your friends. As Reyna looks to you, she seems to go, well, you know any place where we can get any food?
I know one place that people say you have to try. I have a feeling it's gonna get packed though. But if you want, we could go there. I think they have salad. And if not, then we could kind of wander around and find a spot.
I think wherever you want to go is where I want to go. Basically saying, make a decision, bitch! I'm kidding.
Let's go for a walk and we'll just find a place.
You're just gonna kind of start walking aimlessly through Canalive?
Yeah, I'll just bump into them. Like, what's a good place to eat? And they're like, that place. We're like, okay.
All right. You guys start walking out from the contest hall. As you do, Evelyn, Varric, April.
Hey.
Hello.
Haley J makes her way back toward the major group. Evelyn is just looking distraught in her hands.
Hey, you found my skitty.
Let me go.
Oh, okay. I see.
She looks down at Evelyn. She makes like a really surprised face, puts one of her hands up to her cheek. It talked.
You know I can talk.
Please put her down. Please.
She smiles and
I
lets
am
her down.
begging you.
I go to my baby.
I set the baby down for Evelyn.
You look
Dusty
distraught.
picks you up.
As you look distraught, Colonel goes and stands in between you and Haley.
Aw.
Just kind of like, stands there. Doesn't like do anything or anything, but stands there.
What's that, Colonel? You're in my way. Clearly, you don't understand my power level.
I'd be happy to show you again.
She looks down toward Colonel, notices the slight scarring on him, and has like a pitying look on her face. Duke is kind of still waking up, and so is Tressa.
The poor thing.
Varric, your backpack is moving around, of course.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to do about this. I wanted to drop her off, but I'm not allowed to do that. We have to take the legendary Pokemon everywhere.
Hey, man, I was just going to leave her out of the bag and walk around town with her. What could go wrong?
I had to stop that so fucking hard.
Hey man, it's in the bag. She's in the bag. It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool. It's fine.
100% fine.
I'm just worried is all.
As soon as people started getting up to walk away, by the way, the Bidoof that looked like he was sleeping the entire time just got up and started walking out.
Oh, on his hind legs?
No. But like the
Okay.
entire time, everybody thought he was like asleep, and he just got up and left. He's just like, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
You think that a little thing like sleep will make him lose consciousness?
It's never
Yeah,
gonna
based
happen.
on
I've been
fate
trying.
logic.
I've never seen that damn thing blink the entire time. I've never seen it blink. Its eyes, even when it's fainted, have never closed.
After
You
like a
only
minute or
blink
two
when
goes
you-
by, Lenoa makes her way over toward you guys, holding Larvesta.
Oh hey,
Well, if it isn't the rest of you, where is She looks around. Liat.
he had something to take care of.
Yeah.
With this fossil rock thing. Yeah.
Rocks. He likes them.
You know how he is about that.
I see.
It's about rocks.
You still aren't upset, are you? Looks at Varric.
No, I'm not upset.
Hmm.
I didn't get the other badge either, but you know.
Oh,
It is what it
you
is.
tried to go up against.
It was worse.
You
You
tried to go
got
up
it.
against.
That's the one.
God, I can't think of his name right now.
Oscar.
Oscar. I almost said Oliver for some reason. Anyway.
Oh, Oscar.
Oliver Twist.
I'm not gonna be a gym leader. I'm gonna be somebody.
You tried to go up against Oscar, I take it?
Yeah, kind of.
Hmm?
That situation.
He's usually rather fair to first gym trainers.
Yeah, but I
There
didn't
was
actually
a
get
bit
to
of a
fight
change
him.
of hands.
His partner, her name, which I totally remember,
Maria.
took Maria.
Ew.
Maria.
I
his
knew that
partner-
one.
Yeah, his partner took over the gym, and there's some situations happening, and she wasn't too happy. So I had to fight against another trainer trying to get the gym badge,
Mm.
and I lost.
She looks to you. I've always felt a little remorseful since being with Reyna. She seems to think that I am a lot harder on first gym challengers than I should be.
Honestly, yours was a lot fairer than what I had to go up against.
I'll have to speak with this Maria then. Maybe we can work on some things between the two of us. Not very sure how much I'm going to be able to talk with her. I'm not that amazingly versed on any of his gym trainers. But potentially we can figure something out. We are neighboring gyms after all.
Hopefully things go smoothly with that.
By the way, speaking of being neighboring gyms, you all cost me a pretty penny, you know.
Oh?
I was told that you didn't go down Cycling Road. I had rented bicycles for you all.
You did? Oh, I'm sorry. We ended up going a different way, I guess. You did that for us?
No, it's fine. I do that forever. I do that for all of my gym challengers. She crosses her arms and looks away.
She didn't tell us though.
No, she didn't.
Sorry, if we had known, we would have gladly taken.
No, it's fine. I'm
We
sure
would've gladly
that someone got to use them. There wasn't any special reason for it or anything.
Oh, I
Right.
don't like you or anything, Babaka.
I didn't feel bad or anything.
Right.
You're like cracking right now.
Either way,
I am.
she pets onto Larvesta. She looks over toward Haley J. I hope that you understand that the one I gave this to is going to be training this Pokemon by himself. What? Haley just looks over at her and she just looks down at Larvesta. Oh, you mean Keanu? Yes. This is your Pokemon? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't tell me. She just looks at her, looks up to Haley. I can never read you. She just smiles at her. I haven't done any training with it. I just thought it was really nice and squishy. Eyes her very suspiciously. Haley just turns and looks at you guys shrugs, I don't know what to say. She doesn't trust me.
I don't know.
Speaking of not trusting me, there was something I wanted to go over with you guys, but she looks over at Lenoa. Maybe, not sure.
We can talk about
it's the
we can
best
talk about it
time
later.
now.
We got time. It's fine.
She looks to Evelyn. It is something I'd rather get off my chest now than, well, let it continue. Looks to Lenoa, looks to you guys. I've already told Keanu, but I may have lied to you guys. And I was trying to, well, I was told to take you guys to Twin Leaf City. Luckily you guys didn't go there, but it was something that I did, and I'm really sorry.
Why are you sorry about that?
Because in the end, it didn't even matter. In the end, I was just getting played by the same people who were after you.
Oh.
I understand. It's fine, though. Nothing came of it.
I still don't know anything about where Dakota went. And in the end, I thought that I could get him back by helping them with you, and once I had failed that, they told me that I could have him back if I handed over one of my Pokemon.
Oh.
And I did, but I still have seen nothing of him. I told Keanu about it, and he said that you guys were heading over toward Kanto right now to maybe learn some more about stuff and figure out some things. It was Keanu, though, so I didn't really ask too many questions.
Yeah. Keanu's like that. But yes, we are going to Kanto. I'm not quite sure exactly how long, but we're gonna find out whatever we can, at least. And we'll
My
definitely keep an eye out for your Pokemon.
My Lopunny, she's really special to both me and Dakota. Again, a lot of the Pokemon we used for the contest and for his battling, and she was one that belonged to both of us as well. She had these really nice little pink fluffles around her, and I hope that she's okay. But Keanu said that he would maybe keep an eye out for her, and I was hoping that the rest of you might do the same.
Definitely.
Of course.
We'll definitely keep an eye out.
I still kind of blame myself for what happened, but we'll do everything we can to get them both back. Whenever they told me everything, they said that you were all working for them. I didn't know I didn't know that I was asking people who had nothing to do with them to go and ratting them out. I thought I was just leading their own people back to them. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Let's call it a half-truth. And leave it at that.
All of our bones are where they should be, so it's okay.
Lenoa's just looking back and forth. She's obviously putting two and two together, but she's not saying anything out loud.
That's fine. We don't need any more important gym leaders knowing about us doing not so good things.
Like
Not so good
criminals,
things, really.
and we're terrible at hiding it.
Well, I mean, if you guys need anything, let me know, all right? I gave Keanu my Pokegear number, but I'm perfectly willing to give it to anybody else who might want it.
I got this thing. Kind of like motions backward to her tail.
Roll me for you. I'm kidding.
All I did was motion with my head back.
Yeah, you
towards it.
did. I'm kidding.
She doesn't get distracted by existing.
She looks down. She looks down at your Poketch on your tail. She goes to lean down. She's like, "Can I?"
Yeah, hold on. She like turns around, closes her eyes, and tries to focus on something else.
She starts messing with your Poketch and starts tippity tapping stuff into it. Roll me for your perception, Evelyn.
My perception?
Yes.
Okay. Oh no. That's a 6.
Varric, roll me for your perception.
I'm gonna throw in a respectspiration because I know that I have a good perception. I roll like at the 12.
Not bad.
Not bad, but it could be better. Like a 16.
That's really not bad.
So that's a 19.
Varric, you're not directly involved with this, so it does take you a little bit to notice this as well. However, as you're watching Haley J, she seems to have put in her number, and she seems to also be looking at Evelyn as she does this, and she seems to just be tapping on the sides of it now, not really putting a number in, watching the tail bounce up and down, and watching Evelyn like not look at it.
I'm not saying nothing.
This is a really long number.
Eventually, you do start thinking that, Evelyn, where you're just like, this is a really long number. At which point she goes, and done. And then she sits up.
I just give her a thumbs up. But hopefully everyone doesn't see it.
So I don't see it.
I mean, you had your eyes closed.
Well, I mean, I imagine once she said done, she would have opened her eyes.
Your eyes.
As you guys sit there, is there anything you guys would like to chat about with either Haley J or with Linoa? Do you guys want to figure out anything that's happening around this area right now, or do you guys want to just go and start getting stuff for Din Dins? Because you guys do know that within the next couple of hours, you're either leaving in the morning or the night.
Like our third time leaving. God, it's.
Did you give your Lopunny to anyone in particular, or
anyone in particular?
Like, and do you remember handing it off to like a person that was like unique?
Okay, she got an 18.
Hey.
She begins to give you a description of the person she handed her Lopunny off to. As she gives you this description, she seems to give the description of the person who you guys know is the one who got Dakota.
Oh yeah, Fuckboy.
Yeah, Evelyn wouldn't know anything about that guy, but you guys do.
Ah, that dude.
As she seems to describe Ronnie, you guys know him as the one who had attacked you guys, and when Tropius had collapsed everything, they all got away with Dakota. But she gives you that information. You guys now know where to potentially look if you find him.
It sounds. He did give us his name, right?
I think so. I can't remember.
It was that guy.
We'll just go, yeah.
That was Ronnie.
What happened to that lady and her Crobat?
Haley J looks off away from the thing. They probably went off toward the station to talk with their mother. I didn't know that they were related whenever she was first there, but she was acting a little bit strange for somebody who had apparently won a contest before. I kind of get the looks of stuff like that. I am an experienced coordinator after all.
We were originally looking for somebody who'd been throwing knives at Pokemon, earlier today, but
Well, from what I saw happened.
yeah, this little guy, he points off to Colonel. He was
Colonel here got a little bit of that.
You guys want to try to go over and head to the station? I can probably get you guys in.
I don't even know if there's any more that we could really do besides say, hey, the girl was practicing and she hurt some Pokemon. So, I mean...
Wouldn't you like to know why she did it, though?
I'd
like to be able to let them know that she's also doing some bad things so that she doesn't get off scot-free.
That's fair.
If she's hurting Pokemon, we should let them know.
Although I don't think she was doing it intentionally, at least, but they should still know. Evelyn, we should give Chemo a call. I think she still has it. Hopefully she's calmed down from earlier.
Maybe. You want...
What do you need Chemo for?
She still has the evidence.
You mean the ones that are spread all around the all around the hall here?
At least, yeah. I mean, one of them, like from outside.
It also probably has some C.DNA on it.
You know what? Whatever, man. Let's fucking report it then, without any evidence. That's fine.
Man, it's true.
Shrug. If you guys want to call Chemo, you can.
No, it's not. She's probably still just gonna be like
probably tired.
Mumble, blah, mumble, hang up, without listening to a single thing anyway. So whatever, it's fine.
All right, let's I guess go then.
Where do you guys want to go? You do not have to go there.
Evelyn definitely wants to go there.
Okay. Varric, April?
I mean, fuck it, let's go.
Yep, may as well.
You guys leave the contest hall. As you guys leave the contest hall, the bombs go off.
Yep, of course.
After everyone has evacuated the stadium, it has done only property damage.
They do not need the contest hall anymore, so they've decided to blow it up. Because it's a waste of space.
You got it.
I see a little bit of green from a map in the couch.
Oh snap! Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention something back there. But you're
go ahead.
setting up the
While I'm
restaurant,
switching stuff
so.
up, you can.
I was gonna be talking to fucking Haley.
Go ahead.
It's like as we're walking, she's gonna like motion towards Dusty. It's like, hey, do you recognize this guy?
Haley's gonna look over to the Finnegan. You see as she's looking at the Finnegan, she was trying again to like kind of not look at the Finnegan. As you bring it up to her attention,
right.
She seems to give a smile like, "Oh yeah, he looks really cute."
Oh. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, I just thought, you'd want to know that this is so your boyfriend is Dakota, right? Is Dakota the former champion?
Yeah. She seems very happy with that.
And,
she's like, people know.
I just now realized what I brought up, but I feel like I should now.
She's just like, someone said it out loud. Anyway.
I look forward to meeting him one day. This here, his name is Dusty. He is the baby from the egg.
Baby from the egg?
The really dirty one?
Tilt's head.
your boyfriend had a Delphox, right? Or Braixen?
Wait. This is... Medea had an egg?
Yeah.
Vroom!
That's what I was. That's what Maria told me.
Pushes Varric out of the way. Leans down toward Dusty. Are you kidding me?
No, I got the egg from Professor Damson, and he asked me to look after it, and then it hatched.
Dusty looks up at her, seems to like let off a little bit of a with his nose, and like little bit of soot comes out.
Little sneeze.
Her eyes go wide as she does. She's like, I was wondering. It looks just like her. It's even got her coat.
Yeah, that's what I heard. She must have been super pretty.
She reaches and then she stops and she looks at you.
Oh yeah. You go for it.
She reaches down toward Dusty and she goes to give him a little bit of pets. Dusty seems to sniff her hand a bit and seems to like rub his head on her hand. Her eyes just go fucking wide and you actually see like tears welling up in them. As she appears to be petting and trying her best to stay as calm as she can.
If I remember right, the egg took a while to hatch, didn't it? Like
The egg took like a year to hatch.
She had just came back from her coordination thing. If you guys didn't remember.
When?
Whenever she was told to be a judge in Jubilife City, they had mentioned that she had literally just came back from her long tour around the world.
Oh, so she had been away for all that time.
She had no idea. All she knew is that the Braixen / Delphox, whichever one it was, had died.
Yeah.
So she is just fucking completely inconsolable. As she is petting and just has just like tears going down and is attempting to hold, and Dusty's fine with it. He's like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
we had heard that the egg it's taken well over a year to hatch. It was really strange.
Yeah.
She's just like making noises as Lenoa steps in, and she's just like, Pokemon eggs are really strange. I've never heard of anything like that happening, but sometimes they do take a rather long time. Different eggs take different amounts of time, and different species have a different time for eggs being there. And
have you ever heard of like magic dirt on an egg before that keeps it from hatching or something?
Shrugs. I have no idea. This world is very interesting sometimes.
Huh. I mean, it doesn't matter now. He's hatched.
As Haley is just like sitting there, petting, holding, and Lenoa's just like, we're going to the station.
I think she might need a minute.
She just has like a look about her of like the whole world is in my hands.
Oh.
She just looks back. Dusty looks very just happy just being petted, and she just looks like fucking like her eyes are like anime wobbly all over, streams of tears.
Like the kind where
down.
like the reflection like goes like gets big and it's like circles in the eye. But constantly.
She's just looking to like yeah. Lenoa's like, oh look, the station's over there.
Maybe go, I don't know, go on ahead or something if you don't want to wait.
Just Lenoa walks over to Haley J, grabs the back of her shirt and starts dragging her while she's still holding Dusty. She's just not even protesting. just getting dragged, just holding on to Dusty. But
Aw.
as you guys make your way to the station. There we go. Along the inside, you guys notice that that there is a lot of chatter going down with Pheromone over with Officer Jenny, as well as Mr. D. Warren and a couple of other police officers. Not Joy's police officers. Bam. And bam. As things are being brought up with her. Mr. D. Warren is just kind of sitting off to the side. You guys see Fuma sitting in a chair beside the entrance, just like kind of kicking her feet with her crowbat. She has like a worried expression on her face.
Hello. Oh.
Did you guys hear anything I said?
Yeah. It just went dead quiet.
Yeah.
I'm like, is Discord fucking up?
Yeah.
No, I heard.
I
Yeah,
gotta-
she has a worried look on her face.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. I guess. Yeah. Evelyn, I guess, is gonna go over to Lady, Crowbat Lady.
You gonna talk to her, Evelyn?
Probably.
You make your way over. Again, they're at the like far end of the place. They're just talking amongst themselves over at her. So you make your way over toward the girl. Haley Chase just over here, just sits down.
She's still just in the corner petting her.
Just like fucking constant just mood. Manoa just looks at her, makes her way over toward the people over here. Colonel comes with you. What's everybody else gonna be doing?
Oh no, I have to use my brain cells.
I have to use all two of them.
No, I don't want to use my brain cells. I just want this to work out and so that I win the game. That's how this works.
I want to win fucking D&D roleplay.
I need to win the roleplay.
Do you do anything immediately, Evelyn, or not?
Gonna like look up at her and see if she like notices.
She doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to you. She seems to be like her eyes seem to be like focused over on Crowbat as she seems to be kind of petting him off to the side. Again, she just has that kind of worried expression. She's not really looking at you.
Rub up against her leg.
She seems to shake a bit as you touch her. She goes and she looks down. She's like, oh, you're that Skitty from the show. Reaches down to try to pet.
Discomforted.
Do you allow it?
I allow it for a second.
She seems to pet you a little bit.
And then I jump up on her lap.
Boop. She looks at you. She seems to have like a bit of a surprised look, but then she gets like a bit of a smile and she pets you a little bit. You see a bit of that worry seem to kind of go away a little bit.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't throw knives at Pokemon.
Ah!
I love.
Oh.
Does she actually throw me?
She yeets you off her lap.
Ah!
Oh, that's how you're gonna do this. Okay then.
So as you get yeeted off of her lap, I need you to roll me for your dexterity, please.
There are times every now and then where I'm willing to let it slip on my own without Keanu's help.
You hit the ground and you slide a little bit on the linoleum floor.
Ow.
And she goes, "Oh no, oh wow." The others are just like,
actually kinda
like,
hurt.
what? Talking Pokemon. They turn away from her.
Yeah.
Maybe don't shout it out, please.
What? Gets on the ground. Kind of like moves towards you. Colonel looks to her. Angry face.
Put
him up.
Justified.
Put him up. Put him up.
Put up your dukes.
He doesn't seem to like
Hammers
attack
at
her or
dawn.
anything.
What's up?
He doesn't seem to attack her or anything. She seems to crawl over to you, looking at you like, "Are you okay, talking Pokemon?"
Yeah, I mean it hurt a little bit, but
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were talking.
That's maybe they're not paying attention. Okay. But yeah, maybe that move you put in the contest was pretty dangerous.
Which one?
The knife one.
Yeah, me and Crobat have worked really hard for that, but why are we talking about the contest? You are a talking Pokemon.
because you were throwing knives in the woods.
You saw me in the woods?
No, but he did. He points over to Colonel.
Looks at Colonel. Looks back to you.
He got hit by one of your knives while you were throwing them.
What?
Yeah.
What? She looks over at Colonel. She sees the little scar on him as her eyes seem to go wide. But what? I didn't. Huh?
He said that he saw a lady with a purple bat with 4 wings throwing knives, and then when you did that thing in the contest, that kind of was like, oh yeah, that's probably her. And by probably I mean definitely.
I made sure that no Pokemon were around me. I went to a section. There was this. She looks to you and she seems to be very flustered. She's like, there was this cave that this dinosaur used to be there or something, and I was sure that no Pokemon were going near it.
Oh. See, the thing about that, one of our friends caught that. So.
Hang on, a cave?
Well, yeah, there's
If
a
it's
there's
the
a small
same one.
cave out in the. Oh, you're a person.
Yes, I am a person.
She looks up at you.
Holy shit.
I was just letting that play out for a second, but
There's a cave out in the forest that there used to be this dinosaur or something living there, and none of the Pokemon really liked being around there, so I thought it might have been a perfect place to practice.
I think one of
She
our
seems
friends
to, as
caught
she's
that.
talking, her eyes go wide, and she immediately seems to have almost like a thought of understanding about her face, as she just has a horrified expression on her face. She looks sadly over toward Crobat, and then she kind of grabs the side of her arm a bit. No, I think I know now.
No, what?
Is this the only one? She looks to CDOT.
no.
There were other stories that we heard from Nurse Joy, or was it Nurse Joy?
Yes.
It was Nurse Joy. We'd
Yeah.
heard that there were multiple Pokemon that had been getting hurt. Describes knife exactly as she has been using.
She holds up a knife.
Oh no.
Stabs you. I'm kidding.
Stabs Skitty, runs away.
So, we just saw my fault.
So you were just practicing then?
Doot doot. Doot doot. Doot doot. Doot doot.
Mhm.
You guys hear footsteps off to the side as walking across the linoleum is Warren.
Hello, Mr. Warren.
He looks to you and he looks to the girl on the ground. He's just like, "What's going on over here? Talking Pokemon." He looks to the Seedot and the Skitty like,
Skitty.
Looks to the Seedot. Nothing. I was confused. Confused? Well, it seems like Officer Jenny would like to keep your mother here overnight. And speak to her about the different things that's been going on. Now, she seems to say that you had no idea what she had done. Is that true? I mean, I knew that I was entering the contest without a real ribbon. This was my mom's ribbon. I cheated. Yes. But I was more meaning the more serious case. I didn't know that she had put anything on Crobat. She looks over at the Pokemon that are here. They don't seem to be going crazy any longer. I'm guessing that means they're not attracted to your Crobat scent any longer. Skitty, you notice that Crobat does not have a alluring scent right now.
Yeah, just
Well, then everything should be perfectly fine. If you have anything else to add to anything, be sure to let us know if you remember anything. She looks down. She looks over towards you, Varric.
He's just like, if you want to tell him, you can or not. I could do it.
You do what you want to do, Varric. She's not saying anything.
Hold on, I'm collecting myself here so I can say it properly. Well, we had stopped by Nurse Joy's earlier today, and we happened upon a couple of Pokemon have been coming in with knife wounds from throwing knives.
My goodness.
Including this little Seedot right here.
Oh. Knife wounds, you say?
Like slashes, that sort of thing.
He looks over toward her. She looks down. We may have to have you stay as well. If that's fine, ma'am. As he looks off to you, Varric, if you'll excuse me, sir. Come on, ma'am.
Come on, Skitty. Seedot.
Fuma starts making her way over with him.
Evelyn just kind of like...
Linoa makes her way back.
Evelyn looks over towards Fuma a little like, not so much sad, but like I guess like a little sad would be the idea because she's didn't mean to, clearly. But then she'll move over back towards Varric and Colonel.
Evelyn, Varric, April. Is there anything you guys would like to do before leaving the station?
Is there anything else that needs to be done here?
I don't think so.
I can't think of anything either.
Okay.
I guess not. I guess we'll go.
Like, unless it's something that we've completely forgotten about, I don't think there's practically anything.
I mean, if you guys are fine with the situation, we can leave.
All right.
I mean, I don't know
Sounds
what
great.
else could necessarily even be done about this.
I mean, why did she do it? She never really responded with that.
I mean, it's obvious that she was practicing,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean,
Do
do we want to?
I mean, she did say that she made sure to do it in a place that Pokemon usually don't go to, and that she made sure that no Pokemon were around whenever she was doing it.
You know what?
That is something that is
Being
that has been
Oh,
that was something that I was curious about, because it's like, if she made sure she was in like the nest of a gone Pokemon, it's like she couldn't. If she was making sure, I mean, maybe one or two would have gotten hurt.
I mean,
Potentially, but it's like,
maybe she did it on purpose. Maybe she attacked those Pokemon when they came by, like target practice.
are they like in a room, like off to the side?
They're
or are
just
they
off to the
in-
side of this area here.
Okay, Evelyn will like be like, I don't know, like on a bench or like just nearby, just like kind of listening to what they're talking about.
They seem to be
for just a
talking
little bit.
about the mother right now. They haven't seemed to have rounded on her yet. She has just been brought over closer to them now, so that she can't just leave. But they are within distance of, if you started talking now, they would hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to hear what they were talking about, but
Again, they're just talking about the mother right now, about the obvious things that she's fucking done.
I mean,
guess,
if what I'm thinking is right, this potentially means that there's somebody else knifing Pokemon instead of her. If we're wrong.
I mean, the knives were exactly like what she was holding, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, it makes sense that like I don't think there's any. My first inclination would not be that there's someone else doing it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Because it's like, she made sure she
You
was not in
guys,
a
you
place.
guys pretty much know that at this point that it was probably definitely her. But why did she do it though? She seems to be pretty under the assumption that she did it.
I
mean, Evelyn's assumption is that she was practicing and did it by accident.
Oh, that's definitely a thing that would happen. You guys want? I mean, again, you guys can just leave it like that if you want to.
Yeet. I'm not done here.
I don't know what to say though. That's my whole thing. It's like, I don't know how to phrase this.
I want you guys to think about everything you've known about this person and about everything you've seen happen around them, and before you think of anything. I'll give you guys, a little bit of time to think about it before we move on, because we got to end things as soon enough.
Can I try to whisper to her?
You can attempt to.
Kind of like pats her leg.
You pat her leg. She wouldn't have heard you for a whisper, but you touching her, she looks back around.
So, you were just practicing, right? You weren't actually trying to hurt anybody, right?
Does that matter? I injured Pokemon.
Well, I mean, I think intent matters, but I also think you should not be doing that move anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I wanted to say something. You didn't know that your Pokemon had pheromones on it, right? Wouldn't that mean that if you went to a place specifically to practice, it would have attracted Pokemon?
She looks away.
Well,
It would basically be your mother's fault then, for all the Pokemon being hurt, because you were doing things as safely as you could, couldn't you?
She does not say anything to you, Varric.
That's fine, I mean...
Evelyn is going to look at her with the equivalent of puppy dog eyes, but for Skitty.
Skitty dog eyes.
Skitty cat eyes.
Skitty cat eyes.
pins kitties open their eyes?
I wouldn't want to see it if they can.
She does not seem to. She does not seem to be responding at all to that train of thought.
She's gonna run over back to Colonel.
You guys do remember that whenever you guys had told her about things, she had a sudden realization about her, as if she had figured something out and looked horrified.
Oh, okay.
Does that? It.
What? Are you cutting
Fucking-
out? Or?
I'm trying to figure this out because it's like, what would it be like if we said that and that didn't do nothing?
Did the?
It's like
She's gonna ask Colonel really quick. Did the bats? Did the crow bat smell nice when you got stabbed? Hop once for yes, or no, or twice for no. Okay, he's gonna run back over. Yeet. Just wanted to make sure that he was covered in pheromones at the time of the stabbing. Is your mom? Do you really think that your mom has anything to do with this?
She is not looking at you guys, and she is not responding to that train of thought.
Do you think something else happened then? You had a pretty serious look on your face. If you got something else, then
So usually when someone shuts up and looks away from you,
she's trying to like triple check.
Making sure. You never
target
know.
practice is one thing.
Also, she's dumb. Leave her alone.
You see my last. She's using her last 2 brain cells.
I
for
don't
this.
know how else to say you guys are right about this. I really don't.
Well, it's the fact that
There
you
we go.
fucking were like, why did she do it? It threw us on a fucking skepticism train where it's like we don't
Elliot.
believe anything that happens anymore.
Yeah, and guess who's not gonna bring up that part of it? The daughter of the person.
Mmm.
I don't know anything. I woke
I wonder
up
why
today
she
and I came
immediately
to
went
this
silent
thing.
as soon as you guys went on that train of thought. Maybe somebody doesn't want her mom to be in even more trouble than she is.
Well, her mom heckin' deserves it. So
Well, fine. Whatever. We did what we could. I mean,
I
do
know
we,
we
want her
haven't
to go
done
to
what we
jail?
can. We can fucking get her mom arrested.
Basically, I felt like it was very much a obvious thing, but you have 2 options here. You can either let the police know that there were pheromones on the Crobat whenever the Pokemon were attacked, or you could not.
Yeah, because she's like, her mom's she's a heckin' bitch, and she's not, and she's gonna get in trouble if we don't. So Evelyn would, I don't know, kind of look at Varric and be like, we should probably say something.
You're right. As he goes forward to explain what was happening. 'Cause this will be good.
You make your way forward. As you do you want to tell anyone in particular? Do you want to be discreet about it? Do you want to just blurt it out? What do you want to do, Varric?
Who would be the best person to be discreet with? Dr. Warren, because he already... D. Warren, because he already knows. So
Do
he'll
you-
be just...
Do you want to try to discreetly tell Dr. Warren about what you just found out?
Yes, I would like to.
You bring yourself over to Dr. Warren. I keep saying him Doctor. God damn it, Mr.
Can he
Warren.
just be a doctor too?
Because he's Mr. D. Warren.
What's the D stand for?
Doug. He's Douglas
type
Warren.
Doug.
Like,
Big Daddy.
I keep calling him Doctor too. Oh my
I know, because there's a D there, and that's why I always do it. Anyway.
There.
As Mr. Warren looks over to you, you begin to tell him what you have basically found out about the situation. At this point, he looks to you. He kind of understands why you're saying it low. You say that she doesn't look like she's going to tell anybody. At which point, he looks to you, and he kind of like takes you over to the desk of the police station. As he takes you over to the desk of the police station, he seems to take a piece of paper from it and takes a pen and puts it onto the table, looks back to her, looks to you. Would you be willing to write down your statement? And any
Yes.
contact information?
I don't have any contact information. I kind of lost my phone on the trip to Sinnoh.
We can't very much verify somebody without them being here. You could always stay here as well while we're conversing.
Mm. I plan on going to Kanto soon, like in the next day or so. Maybe I can probably get them at least a little bit of an extension, but how long do you think I would need to stay around for?
You have a feeling that if you were to be a witness to this, if you have to stay, you would be here for the remainder of the night. You would have to go back to the boat tonight.
Mm.
So you would not be going out to eat right now.
Alright, so I was worried that I would have to stay in Sinnoh for like a week or something.
No.
Okay.
But if you were here to give your statement as a witness, you would have to stay here for the remainder of the day.
That sucks, but it's what I gotta do.
Okay.
I gotta do the right thing, because she's obviously not the one that did the worst thing here. All she did was listen to her mother and enter a contest. That's all she did. Her mother caused so much bullshit yet again.
Her mother was literally the reason the last contest got postponed.
The epitome of
And now
capitalist
she's
greed over here.
And now she's caused Pokemon to be hurt from her practicing in a secluded area where she was planning. Where it was obvious that she wouldn't have hurt any Pokemon without her Crobat smelling like good stuff. So yes,
All right.
I'll
Varric is saying he's going to stay here and be a witness to this. April, Evelyn, do you guys want to leave or do you want to stay with him?
I have to stay
Evelyn will
by
stay
my
with him.
homie.
April's
you
gonna
guys
stay
can
by her
go.
homie.
She'll stay in
No. Y'all go out and have a good time. And also
This-
keep an eye out for my fletchling,
mean,
please.
this-
Or we could speed things up by having them all stay here so you guys can leave Sinnoh.
It's true.
That's also true.
But no, April said she wanted to stay here with her homie. You guys stay here and provide witness to what's going on here. You also explain that you guys can that they can contact Nurse Joy of Canalive City to get any information on the attacks of the Pokemon. You wait until, again, you don't immediately bring stuff up in front of Fuma because of Mr. Warren here. He's able to kind of read the room and make sure that you guys stay and explain stuff to Officer Jenny whenever things are individual going on. It takes you guys, however, the rest of the day to write your statements, get everything going. And it's definitely shown as a much more serious offense now because Pokemon were hurt. That her mom's probably going to be going away for a little bit.
I feel
Good,
bad
fuck
for
her.
it. I do feel bad for Fuma. Fuma seems like a really nice girl.
You guys do remember that Fuma is a gym trainer. If she would have probably been accused of this, she would have lost her job.
Yeah, I don't
And
want
potentially
that.
would have went away.
Oh no!
for
Not
endangerment.
letting that happen.
As you guys wait here and do this for the day, we have Keanu making his way over to his dinner / luncheon with Reyna. I will say that I guess we have one more game in Senno.
Hooray!
Never going
Motherfucker.
to be free.
I told you that shit wasn't gonna happen.
Blue,
Yeah.
during the time that we're here at the police station, could I have called up Kimo a couple of times, because you know how I hang up, but have her come to pick up the Jirachi bag? So that, you know,
With all my Pokemon in it.
I'll move your Pokemon to my bag for a short while. It'll be fine.
Thank you. Okay.
Like, I just don't want the Mesprit here in a police station getting
she's
antsy.
fine. She's in the
You try
bag.
calling Kimo. Kimo doesn't answer. Anyway, so
Alright then, there's that answer. Fuck me.
that's just another step.
I just don't want the Mesprit here!
Sucks to suck. You all made this bed. You're gonna lie in it.
I didn't make it!
It's a
I
comfy
tried
bed.
desperately! Desperately!
We're never
All
gonna
of
be free.
them! It's these two right here!
What's wrong?
Thing
What's
1
wrong,
and
buddy?
thing fucking 2 over here, fucking everything up!
At the end
What is it?
of the game, we see Keanu and Reyna making their way through the city as they come up on what appears to be a nice crowd of people seemingly gathering over near the harbor. As you guys see this, Keanu, you see that there is the crowd of people seeming to be like they seem to be getting onto a boat nearby. You go and check it out as being a person of curiosities. As you notice that the boat seems to have a bunch of tables and other things set on top of it, and the person over by the front of the boat seems to express that people are going on people are getting onto this ship, which is considered a restaurant. As
Go
you
on.
see the restaurant ship and people getting onto it, Reyna looks to you and looks at it. What do you think?
Boat, dinner, or lunch. What time is it?
Boat luncher. It's a little
Lunner.
bit late for lunch, around early dinner.
Let's do it. You wanna go boat? You're not scared of water. You're scared of bugs.
As
And you
you
float.
guys get onto this docked restaurant boat, heading up onto it, it's definitely going to be potentially expensive, but who's to say? As you step onto it, I believe that's where we're going to end things off for the night.
Hooray!
Only free.
As you guys step onto the boat, you guys stay over by the station to provide witness, and we see over just a little bit down from the harbor, we see what appears to be Ulysses stepping out onto the ship, looking around, looking back toward it as he seems to give a smile, showing that he is completely ready. With that being said,
Hooray!
hope you guys know
He bends over, comes back
We'll
up,
be here
holds
for a little
the
bit
ends
longer.
of the boat. He's like,
I need to
that's where I
grab my
put those.
boot.
We'll be here for a little bit, but that is the end of game for the day. Holy crap, guys.
That was a good session.
I'm glad you guys stayed behind with her, cuz like I felt really bad for her the entire time. Cuz like
man.
Look at that face.
Cause like every time like people brought up that like, you know, it's like, we're gonna fucking get her and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah, but she doesn't know her Crobat's covered in that fucking shit that the fucking that the Glameow was covered in the first time. And now the fucking police can look at her and be like, we warned you once. You caused a literal stampeding fucking dragon thing, dinosaur. We warned you once.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Now they've caused even more Pokemon and people to be hurt potentially. You
This
tried to do
fucking
this
bitch.
just to rig a fucking contest that you didn't even win.
Get a better mom.
That's it. I'll be your mom, Fuma.
Saji says, since Keanu won the Pokemon contest, did he meet the requirements for of his fate card? I believe he got the Comet a while ago. Oh, yes! You are correct, actually. I didn't give you your Comet buffs the entire time.
What?
Dab on the hairs.
I didn't give you the Comet buffs the entire fucking time because I'm an idiot. But you definitely met the requirements because you won. Something was supposed to happen. We'll get to that, I guess, next game. Something was definitely supposed to happen as soon as you won that.
Sitting there on a boat, like, oh yeah, this is really good. So how's your time at the gym being? It's a beam of light in the sky, just getting larger and larger. Smokes the boat.
We'll have it happen. Honestly, it'll probably be a lot more cinematic if it happens at the fucking boat. So let's do that anyway. But yeah, I completely forgot, Saji. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Again, I've not been in the best position in the past week to think about, creative stuff. I've literally been getting up to do streams and then sometimes just laying back down because I have a bunch of light sensitivity in my eye right now. I've had to put up curtains in my windows and stuff like that. So I'm going to be going on Wednesday to see my doctor about it. I think it's basically just I think I have an infected tear duct, which is common in eyes that are blind and things of that nature because I don't really blink it as often as I should, and I don't really do a bunch of stuff as often as I should with that eye because I don't ever think to because it's fucking blind. But I think I have an infected tear duct. It's what it was last time this happened. If anything, it might be something a little bit more bad. But if that's the case, it's just I've gone through that as well, so it's perfectly fine. It's just I've not been able to have a lot of time to sit at my table and mess with the rooms a lot, which is another reason why a lot of the stuff that I was trying to do for the fairy tale rooms aren't entirely completed yet either. But I do have things ready for Wednesday, so it should be fine. But yeah, everything should be good with it. But I have not been, I've not been as diligent with the games as I should be, and I'm really sorry about that. Especially the Comet thing. I shouldn't have forgot about that. You might have lost to Mungus without that. If you would have lost the contest and I would have learned that afterwards, I would have been so sad. Cause I would have been like, there's no way you should. I'm sorry, Aaron.
I was having fun.
Aaron. That might have made it an even more epic thing though with the Metal Claw.
Oh yeah, that would have been neat. One can only dream.
I mean,
Remember,
it was still a pretty
surfing
epic
is
thing
like
with the
mountain
Metal Claw,
climbing
but
without
still.
the mountain. Yeah, as soon as I saw the lightning, I was like, I'm gonna have to try. It might knock her out, but I gotta try.
I feel like just the fact that it wasn't supposed to be an attack that murdered things meant that it should not have knocked anything out. But yeah, it was very much a fun contest. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, comments, wisecracks? Put them in the comments below. We might go back to the original background next game, depending on how I'm feeling, or I may find a completely new background, or I may forget and keep this background. Who's to say? No one opened the thing today.
Wow.
Yeah, Yeah, we were just too into the contest.
Yeah, no one even tried to open the things. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm proud.
I made it golf too. What's the point?
Hey!
What? Oh, guys,
It's
what are you
Low
doing?
Bunny!
What are you
We
looking
found
at?
her!
Sensei, what are you doing?
What do you mean, Sensei? It's just a score bunny. What?
We
Okay, I'll
found
censor it.
fucking Low Bunny. It's the job.
We found the low bunny. Perfect.
Say it now. I've never seen a. Hey, just cleaning up.
God, I'm excited for the next Mega Man game.
And until next time, guys, like always, later days.
Bye. Thanks for prestiging my Pokemon.